Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, wherever you are in the universe. This is Commander Swifty, the ineffectual gamer, and this is Elite Dangerous. Yep, that's the one. Elite Dangerous Beyond the Zoomski Expedition. New. It says new. Why does it say new? I don't know. Why aren't we even live? Why can't you see my face? It's because I'm hiding something. And what I'm hiding is... I'm back in the bubble. Right, so... Before you go, whoa, Swifty, what you doing? Oh, it's the end of an era. Oh, man. Think the world's coming apart. Coronavirus everywhere. And you're back in the bubble in this account. What is going on? What is going on is, if I can get my bloody chair straight, is that I wasn't happy with the layout of my ship and things like that. And I wasn't even happy with the ship. I'd taken a ship with the biggest jump range, things like this. And to be honest, that wasn't what I wanted. It didn't feel deep down that I was serving Zoomski proud. So I decided to bring it back to the bubble in my own time, off stream. And kind of put things back together. So just give me a second because I need to make sure everything's up and running. So that's why it's back in the bubble. I sold off all my exploration data, things like that, and yeah, we're kind of going to do a reset. So that first screen you saw is a picture of the anaconda that I took out, and it's in a nice spot. But I'm going to change that for the future because we're not going to be in an anaconda anymore. We're in a... I can't remember what ship this is now. I've forgotten the name of them all. We're in a thingamajig. That one. Imperial Clipper Cruiser. Forgotten the bloody name. Anyway, my head's drawing a blank. I've only hit my first beer of the night. And my head's already drawing a blank, but that's to be expected in this day and age. So I just want to make sure everything is posted on the various places. Yep. Okay, so I want to change the text in there. Right, I'll do it that way. Okay. So, Pim. Pam. Putting the Barons. Poom. And... Oh yeah, I missed one, I think. Yeah, I missed one. So I think that's it. I think that's all the ones I normally put it in. Okay, let's go back to mine. So yeah, so that's it. So I decided to hop it back to the bubble, which was an absolute arseache. Because you know how far out I was. And I was using a neutron plotter, which was actually worked much better this time than I've ever had it work in the past. I think I just got the percentage right. And some jumps were less than when there was like a little packed number of jumps. Sometimes they were less. I don't think there were ever more, but when I was doing a lot of... I nearly said Maltas in Catalan there. When I was making a lot of jumps in a row, I ended up having to kind of stop short, fuel on a start, and then jump. But I found a nifty little trick with the... I'd never even noticed it with the Galaxy map before, where you can still continue your journey even by jumping off to refuel. So I'm actually going to make a video about that because I don't know how many people know you can actually do that, and it's really helpful. Right, so just one last place I want to pump this into, if I can find it. Why am I getting notifications here? That's fine. It's not showing now. Oh, what an arsey. Come on. Let's find it. If you're just dropping in for the first time, come by, say hello in the chat. That's what it's there for. There we go. There we are. So I'm just going to add a stream in here. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to go back to Shinrata Desra in tonight's stream and just kit out with what I want for my trip, really, and then I'm just going to get underway again. I mean, I have no desire in reality to be back in the bubble in this account, so you have to understand that I want to wait, why did that not do it? I want to kind of get moving again, and we're going to take a different direction this time. So right, okay, so everything's up and running. That's running. Let's have a look. I just want to check some things on. I want to make sure Twitch is running, because Twitch. Oh cripes! I'm not signed into anything. And this music's too loud in my ears. I can't concentrate. Sounds like I'm going crazy on The Sims. Okay. Yeah, I spelt it wrong, but it should still find me. I'm not signed into anything on my tablet. That's a big problem. Right, everything's working, I think, on Twitch. I think. Oh, Twitch looks beautiful. If you ever get miffed off with YouTube, just jump over to Twitch. It's so much better. It really is. Okay, and I'm guessing if it's up on Twitch, restreaming's doing its job. So, okay, so this is good. So, let's get back into the screen so I know what I'm doing. So, wait. Oh yeah, that's another thing. On this account, some of the key bindings are slightly different from my other account, and I don't know why. Cartel Gaming. How long has it been? It may have been a long time. Has it been a year? It's been a while. It's nice to see you, 97. Sorry, I just have to send a link to Eledsgar because I don't think he always gets notifications through YouTube, and I think he gets a bit miffed off if I don't tell him. So just playing it easy. I can send him it on a private thing. Share. Copy link. Okay. Yep, real life. I know exactly what you mean. And, you know, it comes first at the end of the day. It comes first beyond anything. Beyond anything. So, you know, I get where you're coming from. And okay, we're underway. Oh crap, I forgot. I don't know what I've got in here. Turn that off. Don't need the autofill maintenance unless I'm using it. Planetary vehicle hangar don't need. Remember, this isn't all kitted out yet either. Oh craps. Oh, I have got a docking computer. That is, and I think I've got a super cruise assist. Yes, I have, because it's got auto launch. Oh, what does that mean? I've got a shield. Check, 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 check. It's like me playing poker. Check, check call, check call, check call, check fold. Okay, let's get going. Are you still streaming, Cartel? I know you used to stream a little bit before. I think you used to stream a little bit before. It has been a year. Has been a year, but I don't know what the Oh, hang on a moment. This bloody thing. I haven't got. I was wondering why I wasn't boosting, and it's because I had to do a reset on my joystick the other day, which is never easy. I didn't. You haven't been around for a long time, have you? I don't know how to explain it. Zoomski sadly passed away. Passed away last year, which is why I actually have set up the Zoomski expedition. Yeah, he sadly passed away of cancer. and so it was quite a big shock at the time because he kind of kept it away from everybody in game anyway. And so when I kind of got the news, I kind of shut this account down. I didn't really want to do it without him, so I bought another account and I do other stuff on that account. But this account is purely for going out and exploring deep space. So, and I'm going to change everything in it as well because I didn't change stuff in it before. So it kind of it's all in his name, and hopefully I can through the years, you know, I'll be able to visit parts of the galaxy that he never did, and yeah, I mean, it's, you know, like that's why I said to you before, real life takes over, you know. Real life is just, it's way more important than a game, and although I love gaming, you know, when you need to step away, you need to step away and do your things and take care of what's going on. So yeah, but you know, we've all raised a glass to him many a times, and you know, the ship's called the Zoomski. In fact, I'm gonna and so the ship's named after him. I'm gonna get Zoomski on my Zoom on my dashboard because that's what he used to have. And for all intents and purposes, this account is not me, it's him still travelling around and doing stuff, so but yeah. Oh wow. Well, that's good. I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, you've got to look after yourself first. Everything about you has got to come first. Alright, don't worry. Was it the Division or the Division 2 you brought, Elazgar? Don't worry. It's the Division 2 you bought. If you bought the Division, fantastic, because I love that as well. But the Division 2 is more, I think, it's going to be more in your ball court? Ball court? More in your area code? Don't know what I'm on about. Well, all things work themselves out. Okay, thank God I had a palpitation. But the Division 1's really good as well. For the story. You like story, so one day you'll get that, and we'll do that. But I have got a character slot I've set aside for you. I think tomorrow I might stream a little bit of Janet Diesel. I was thinking of doing a bit of Janet Diesel tomorrow. Because I haven't in a while. So I tell you what, short jump range, long ways. You haven't seen, have you, Elazgar? I'm back in the bubble. But you'll see it's a new ship as well. You know, I was waffling on the other night about saying that I didn't know if that ship was the right ship, and I didn't feel it was the right setup to be doing it. So I've come back to the bubble. I'm going to make some changes to the ship now, and then we're off. And I'm going to aim to go to Colonia, then I'll go to the centre, and then I think I'll do a clockwise around the other side. So I'll probably go out to Beagle Point and then clockwork it. Clockwork red. I don't know how my head works, but I'll go clockwise around the galaxy. And by the time I'm finished, we might have fleet carriers. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm here all week. Here all week. Birthdays, bar mitzvahs, everything. Well, to be honest, Cartel, the setting of the Division 1 is superior, but the storytelling and actually the gameplay of Division 2 is 10 times better. 10 times better. It feels much more natural, and it feels really tactical at times. You know, even if you're a tank, your armor doesn't last as well without those insta heals, you know. But and now the expansion to Division 2, which I will stream on Tuesday, is going back to New York. So it's New York in the Division 2, so I'm looking forward to that. Hey, I don't know what you're on about, Ellis Guy. You want to see one of my, not Janet Diesel, but one of my recent characters? Oh, add me in Game Cartel. It's ineffectual with one F because I couldn't write it properly. Seriously. Refuse to wear clowns. I don't actually dress my people that bad, Elizgar. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't. I dress them as characters, so I don't do that crazy cowboy hat, blouse, and whatnot to keep my twig and berries in character. So I've got the full-on. I've actually one of my characters now, because you haven't seen it because I've not been streaming it. One of my characters is a police officer. It's a she, but she's a police officer, and she's dressed all in police uniform apart from her hat. Yeah, no, her hat, but it's a cap, but it's a police cap. Okay, so here we are at Jumison's Memorial. Jumison's Memorial is a nice place. My new thing is I want to pronounce things. Jamison Memorial. I'm gonna try and pronounce everything out of whack. It's because you're on the wrong tab, you fucking idiot. Right, okay, there we go. I'm gonna try and pronounce everything out of whack. So before I was saying that I would never come back to the bubble, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I think that I've got a plan for this account, so I'm not going to tell everything right now. After we make Colonia, no, it's a woman. She's wearing a full police outfit. She's got the police shirt on. She's got police trousers, police issue boots, and a police cap. And when it's raining, she switches to a yellow overcoat, a yellow plastic overcoat. It's very policeman-like. I made her as the yin to your yang. That was my the yin to your yang. No, not unless she's the white and you're well, obviously. Oh God. I don't know where I'm going tonight. I don't know if I'll get thrown off YouTube at some point. My brain's in a very, very unusual place today. Very unusual place. I don't know why, but I have to keep updating, and I don't like this because I'm looking off to that side and I want to look here at least. But I have to keep updating the chat on Restream because it doesn't seem to do it. Yeah, well, get used to it, because it's going to be the ship of choice for this trip, because jump range isn't important, really. I mean, it is, but I don't think it's super important. So, the outfitting I'm going to have a real close look at here. That's why I'm coming to Shinrata, because I wanted to really look at this. My microphone's broken. So, for example, so I want to get the biggest jump range as I can, of course, but I mean, like my power distributor, it's engine focused, but it's only 7E. So I guess that's alright. I don't think I'm going to get much better than that. 7D sensors, and I think they are lightweight. Up to number 4, okay. Okay, 6C fuel tank, I'm pretty sure that's about as high as I can get, and it's probably about as much as I want. Wait, hang on a second. But like I said, I want to take pretty much everything I need. Not that I'm going to need a whole load of stuff, so hard points I'm not going to need anything, so I want to make sure they are completely empty. Utility mounts, we've got a heatsink. We'll swap with the lowest one. Okay, so we got heat sinks. Me? No, I'm on PC. I don't really play on PS. I used to play on PS4, but I've given it up for the PC these days. No, touch wood, Dave. After the guy came and told me a few little tricks to try and keep it going for the time being, I haven't had a whole load of problems with it. I have to make sure I'm doing very specific things, so... But thanks for asking. Do you want it to? I bet you do, you filthy animal. Right, okay, so all of this, I don't need any of these. So all this is empty. All we gotta look at now is the optional internals. And this is where I really have to have a good look at it here. So the 6, I can transfer that, or swap that into the 6 into the 6 position. So we've got an extra 8 slot, which is good. I would like fuel scoop, fuel tank, fuel scoop. Is there not an 8A fuel scoop? Yeah, there is. Why did I not have one before? It makes no difference to my ship, and it scoops at a far superior rate. I think I might have. I think I might have cheaped out. I remember when I was building this ship, I didn't want to spend too much money. Yeah. Right, detailed surface scanner, definitely need that. Supercruise assist. You know, the Supercruise assist is probably not needed. Not for this. So I think I'm gonna sell that. I honestly don't believe the Supercruise assist is needed. I'm gonna swap this into the 1 slot. Okay, let's keep moving up. So we've got our room shift. No, that goes in a 5H. Okay, just making sure. The fighter bay hangar is at the moment a 6, but you know what? I might go for a 4 if I can. Sorry, I'm. Hey Zenazulu, how's it going? This is a Zoomski. This is a Zoomski account. So let me reiterate again. I brought the account back to the bubble, sold off the data that I'd got so far, and the idea is that I'm trying to make sure that this ship is equipped for the future. I will come back to the bubble, I think, but I'm saying that I don't know if I will. Honestly, don't know if I'll actually ever come back to the bubble in this, but the intention is not to stay away. But I do want this to be on this account. This is the permanent ship, I think. I don't need this account as in for the other ships I've gotten it. At the moment, I'm not going to sell them, just because I think that I want to leave the account in kind of in the state it was when I first made this choice. So let me just have a look for fighter. Is there no fighter bay? Why is there no fighter bay at? Or can you only have... No, you can have more than one. Fighter hangar. Okay, so this one's going to get shifted into the 4 slot. Swap this into the 4 slot. Okay. So it's at least we've made a slight space in the 5 slot now. Right, now, these military compartments only allow certain things, so I could get a hull reinforcement in case of a crash, but I honestly think that that's probably gonna... I just don't think it's worth it. honestly don't think that's worth it. So I've got the vehicle hangar. Let's see what else I might need here. I've got an AFMU, haven't I? Auto field maintenance unit, yeah, I've got that. Okay, so here we go. Let's have a look at maybe some of the limpets. Recon limpets, no. Repair limpets. Right, research limpet. Control limpets. Oh no, that's for the bloody Thargoids, isn't it? I always thought there was a limpet for collecting samples from other things, but maybe I was mixing it up. I don't know, maybe I was mixing it up. Okay, so we've got AFMUs. Okay, I need a second AFMU actually. I don't think this adds to my jump range or anything, so I'm going to take 2 of them. Just in case of long range stuff. And there's a part of me toying with a fuel tank. But it's all 6 and 2 3s with a fuel tank, I'm going to be honest. Could take a passenger cabin, but no, I don't think so. But it isn't a lot, but I think at the moment, I think this ship's pretty sturdy. There is a part of me wondering if I should get an extra planetary vehicle hangar, because I do kind of have a feeling that I might need one. Oh, this is the thing one, because I've got this 8 slot and it's kind of sitting there doing nothing. I could put an 8A shield in there, which would protect me a little bit more than the 6A shield. How much it cost? Although money's no. But I think the shield generator might be better than. Yeah, I think I might just. Fucking hell, the difference is massive. But let's do it. Let's get the best shield generator possible. Okay, so we're going for an 8A, and it's going to bring my jump range down slightly, but it's only a couple of light years. But it's going to give me a lot more hull strength. I just feel more comfortable with that. So, second pilot. I'm not. Thrusters. No, my thrusters are fine, I think. Thrusters. I got 6A thrusters, but I've modified them as well. They're stripped down for optimal mass. The thing is, I can't go mental because I'll lose too much jump range. And although the jump range isn't super important, in case of emergencies, I don't want it below 40 light years. 40, 80, 160. Yeah, I don't want it below 40 light years, because if I have to limp back to anywhere, it's gonna be a nightmare. So right, so there you go. I think that's everything I want and need. I could knock the life support up, but again, if I get into trouble, that is not going to be something I can really pee and moan about. Everything else is engineered a little bit, but I'm not staying here to do engineering. This was literally, I was going to come back and kind of say hello. I might actually, we've got Victor, but I might put Leo as the voice. Oh crap, I haven't got Leo on this one. I forgot. Oh, I'm not paying another 8,000 credits for it. Ridiculous. Paint job. I actually like this pure white paint job. I think it's the best one. Let's have a look. Decals. Oh, that's fine. Cockpits. That's what I wanted to do. So. Let's just do. Oh no, they're too much. Where's the bloody letters? Oh, there. Right. I own these. Thank you. I thought it was going to try and charge me again for stuff I already had. Can you hear me? I'm heavy breathing. Nearly had a heart attack. I'm not trying to match the music, I'm thinking. Right, we're going to go with another... I like how they've got an umlaut in there. Okay, and that... can be... I can't remember what bloody things I've got now. Is it kind of half orange when you've got it or something? Oh, it is orange when you've got it, right. Okay, so we'll take the Corollas. And then we'll take the planet Earth. Can you have more than one planet Earth? Alright, I'll take that away. Put that one in. And I think the string lights are best. I've got a few different ones, but I like these Christmas time string lights. I just think they make me look like a cheap taxi. And I just like that. I like the idea of a cheap taxi. Okay. Let's see what looks better here. I might just go for a real light. No. Actually, I'll take Jupiter. Because I like Jupiter. It's my favourite of all the planets. Right, okay. Let's have a look. Yeah, got a fuel scoop. Got an SRV. Got fighter ships. Just in case I want to plot down and have a bit of a mess around. Okay. We are... Oh, no, we're not ready to go. There is something I wanted to change. Outfitting. There's something I wanted to change on the livery. On this, and it was the name. I don't want it to be Zoomski 1. Is it? Do I have to refill it in? No, that's fine. You don't want it white, do you? Ah, for God's sake. How do you rename the bloody ship on here? General? Paint job? No. Anytime you want. Name of that. I'm a bit lost. Have they changed some of this screen? Livery. I swear I'm going absolutely mental here. How the hell do you change your name of your ship? Ah, there. Yep. There we go. Ship ID. Right. Down there. Okay. There we go. That's much better. Okay, let's see if I can put... I don't know what the paint jobs are on these and how expensive they are. I'm not going to waste a shed load of money on them. Quite like green one. Looks like my type of colour. So I'll get that. Tie pant. Paint job. It's all kind of the same thing, isn't it? Go with yellow or orange on the tie pant. Yellow. Oh no, white actually. Maybe white matches the ship, doesn't it? No, we want to go different colours than the ship. Okay, I'm gonna run out of. Yeah, I'm gonna run out of now. I think I've got a paint job for this one. I think. Yep, I've got the purple rover. So we'll do them both with the purple rover. Right, okay. I think we're almost ready to set off then. Yeah, man. It's far out, man. Okay, so let me just find my first location. And we are going to use sponge just to get away from the bubble a little bit. So I'm gonna see what sponge can do for me, because sometimes sponge can be pretty good. So Shinrata. I think I've got 43 light year jump range. Hopefully this is going to give me a really good... yes, actually, I haven't tried it yet. This is a whiskey that one of my students bought me. And it's so clear. So, but it's not normally my type of whiskey. Oh, it's not going to work on sponge, is it? It's not my normal type of whiskey, but I'm going to try it in a bit. I totally forgot I had it. It's been breathing. So, I'm a bit nervous because I really want to do this right. I don't want to come back. I feel a bit silly for coming back because I should have made this decision before I went out, but maybe it was more heart than head. Okay, so it's the same sponge is showing the same route out, so not necessary. Right, let me correct the camera. Right, people, give me 1 second. I am going to get another beer because this is going to be a few jumps now. I'm going to head out towards Colonia, and I'm going to try and pass a few interesting spots on the way just to make it a bit interesting, and then I'm going to try and, before I get to Colonia, we're going to try and dip down a little bit and then come back up to Colonia just in order to put some names on some systems using the system thing that I was doing the other night. I mean, this won't all be in tonight's stream, but this is the plan going forward. We'll get some system names using the system I was the other night. Hopefully some nice Earth likes and a lot of water worlds by the looks of it. So just give me one more second, 1 second, sorry, while I pour myself a beer. 2 minutes. I think the other reason why I'm a bit anxious, sellers, guys, because hey, failed trader, how's it going over there on Twitch? We've got a viewer. Another reason I'm a little bit flustered, Ellis, guys, because I've been wanting to stream this stream quite a few times this last week, but my work is kicking my ass at the moment. And so this is actual genuine excitement tonight. Hey, Ekoff, another one on what's happening on Twitch. There's 2 people. Oh my god. How you doing, Ekoff? Failed trader, where are you from? Welcome into the stream. And same for Ekoff, where are you from as well? Let me know. Okay, off we go, Ski. This is it. We're setting off. This is great! And so, I don't know how long this will take. DK, I suppose DK means Denmark, no? Did you say Heydor in Denmark as well? As well as Sweden and the Netherlands. Ah, okay, whereabouts in the Netherlands? Don't throw French in there. I get thrown off when people start speaking in French. Parlez-vous français? Oui, les petits pois, les poulons petits, les petits pois. Actually, I only live an hour away from France. Ooh, those thrusters sound nice. Okay, so our first stop is... what would the north of the Netherlands be, actually? Because I don't really... I kind of know the cities in Holland, but I wouldn't say I'm very good with the whole of the Netherlands. Guinness for the crack. Oh god, that tastes good. No, this is Guinness, this one, Elsgar. Oh, look at this ship. Makes my balls tickle, this ship, I tell you. It's so beautiful. They should have put a bigger jump range on this ship, I'm telling you. This would have been everybody's go-to explorer. They didn't because they don't like us. I'll talk about the future of Elite, actually, in a while. Please say that my D scanner is just on the wrong fire group. It is. But hang on, it says it's... right, that can be on there. Detailed surface scanner can be on 1. Alright, so... are we on the wrong... there we go. There we go, we've done it now. Oh, okay, I know. How would you pronounce it, though? I mean, because I'm English, we say Herenveen, but it's Herenveen. Herenveen. It would be longer, wouldn't it? Okay, so I know that city. I was just talking about the Netherlands today, actually, with some of my students. They're visiting Zwolle. Is that how you'd say it? They're visiting there next week. And I said to them, be prepared for bicycles. My students wouldn't know what a bicycle was if it came up and hit them, which might actually happen while they're in Holland. Might actually happen. Oh, what have I done? My pips. Okay, so I'll give you... I've noticed in the last few weeks that a lot of people who used to make Elite videos and things are side shifting away from Elite, and it's because this whole thing of there not being any content coming yet. People are saying that the Frontier end of year is May, but I don't think that the promised update is going to be at the end of May. They would have started pushing it by now, way before now. I think when they said end of 2020, I think they mean end of 2020. So, unfortunately, folks, we've definitely got another probably another 7-8 months to wait before the serious upgrade. I do genuinely think it's going to be a serious upgrade, but I think that the fact that Obsidian has started posting more stuff about other games, Yamix is doing other games as well. I just think that it's very obvious that the content is running thin in Elite for content creators. I don't think there's a distinct lack of content, but I think definitely for people who make short videos, it's just become impossible because there's just not enough new things happening. Exegius made this great new website and stuff, so he's kind of cornered the short market, but you know, good for him. So he's kind of gonna, I think if he keeps his short videos going and going and going. I was thinking about some short videos that I wanted to make based on really simple things in the game that maybe people don't take advantage of. So I want to do some video tutorials on how to scoop neutron stars and stuff like this, because I know a lot of people wet their pants when it comes to that. So they wetted their pants. Oh, this fuel scoot. I've got a nice fuel scoot. I've got nice thrusters. This is not a bad setup. So I haven't checked any systems or anything on the way out yet, but I will do. I'll also be micro jumping at some point, So because I won't have a distinct timeline or anything like that, I'll be micro jumping, or maybe using the system that I was talking about in the last stream to specifically zone in on good systems. So okay, gonna try this whiskey in a moment. Smells peaty. And this was a gift, and it's a really peaty whiskey, and I'm not a fan of peaty whiskies, although I do like mezcal, which is a very peaty tequila. So I don't know, it's been a long time since I've even had a peaty one, so I'm gonna try it now. Oh, actually that's really nice. Jeez Louise, that's really good. I think that might have turned me around a corner. I think my whiskey expenses have just gone up. Bloody hell, that's really nice. I'm getting pissed. I'm getting drunk. That is really nice. I had a peaty one. Well, I had two peaty ones a couple of years ago, and one of them, it was like chewing on wood. That's what it tastes like at the time, but wow, that tastes really good. That's strong because it's hit my my head already. Oh, that's lovely. Oh god, that's not going to last very long. I thought when they first gave it to me, I was like, oh good, a bottle of whiskey that's actually going to survive in my house for over a month. I was generally like, it's going to survive a month because it's peaty, and I don't like peaty ones, so I'll have one every now and again. But that is so good. Wow, got 43 bodies in this system. Few too many. If anybody remembers the magic number from the last stream, there's no prizes, but feel free to type it in chat what the magic number is when you're looking for the good stuff. Normally in an F star. Let's see what we've got though. Let's see if we've got anything interesting. 46 is way too many. There's going to be gas giants. There you go. Oh wow, what's this? I've actually got something pinned here. So let's have a look why I've got this pinned. I love how I've got stuff pinned and I have no idea. Wasn't discovered by me. Ooh, a location. Right, let's go. Let's go check it out. I honestly don't know what's in this system. I put in like a bit of a magical mystery tour. So I might have been here before, but I don't specifically remember it, so this isn't that slow moving. Okay, we're in our first location of the evening. Just gonna make sure everything's turned on, and I'm on at 86% usage. That's quite nice. That is that feels good to be in a ship where I like the Anaconda in the fact that it is engineered to be very specifically a long range jumper. But I don't like the fact that when I drop into a star and I've got to go to a station, I'm there turning some stuff on and off. Although I think actually you would anyway in a ship, wouldn't you? You'd be trying to conserve battery power or whatever, so you might have to turn things on and off and whatnot. Right, so how do I find information out on Restream? Not Restream, on Twitch. Oh, I don't know. Sod it. There is one called Peaky Blinders, actually. There's a new whiskey out called Peaky Blinders. It's horrible. It's horrible. I bought it. I bought a bottle of it because I've been trying a few Irish whiskies. Because my personal opinion is Irish whiskies aren't as nice as Scottish whiskies. So what they actually do is quite often they will triple distill them in order to give them more flavour to kind of make up for the lack of maturation. That's the correct way to say it. So you can get some that are very nice to drink on the cheap. So for example, one of my favourite go-to like cheap whiskies is Jameson's, because it actually tastes like, it's harsher, but it tastes like almost like a 25 euro bottle, you know. So not the best, but certainly not the worst, and you only pay 15 for it. So there's a little bit of harshness from it, but if you're prepared to put up with that little bit of harshness, it's really not that bad. As cheap whiskies go, it's definitely cheaper than Glenfiddich. Right, okay, so we've got surface scanner. I don't know how much we have to do this in though. 2 probes. I'm guessing it's small. That's what she said. And I'll fire that second one there, and hopefully that'll... I can't remember how you get out. Oh, exit view. Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete. Whee! Okay, let's see what we've got. Exploration camp CN04. Okay. Let's make a beeline for it. Let's see what we've fallen upon. As I said, I may have been here before. Well, I obviously have if I've tagged it, but I've absolutely no recollection. But that is because I've probably visited every possible tourist location, specifically in the bubble or close to the bubble. So, and this one is, it's only about 6 jumps out. So, okay, here we go. Let's try not to come in too fast, if at all possible. There we go. Getting better at these approaches. So let's... why are we doing that one? No, not that one. Come on. Not that one. That one. Okay, so we've got night vision on. Coming in about 33-degree angle, so it's not go up to max. What are we on? 0.3 G, so no, we're alright. Dropped out a kilometre too late there. It's alright. So I'm going to bring the landing gear down. Just so we don't smash into the surface. Landing gear deployed. We're not slowing. We're not slowing! Bring in the shields! Seriously, I'm not slowing. Why are we not slowing? Ah, we're slowing. Thank God. That was actually a textbook entry. That's exactly what she said. Right, there we go. Okay. This is what it's like to own VR, I'm guessing. Right, let's go in and find a landing spot. I'm telling you what, coming down to landing this ship feels so much better than coming into landing the Anaconda. It really does. This just feels, it feels slightly regal, but it also, I think you can feel the size of this ship better. I know that technically it is actually bigger than the Anaconda, isn't it, in game? But I feel like physically with this ship you seem to feel it more. Right, yo, let's oh, we could go out in a fighter ship, but we won't. Just be silly. Let's deploy. I'm hoping my... Actually, I think my setup on this is much better than the other account. this ship. Look at it from the outside. Let's just have a quick look at this thing from the outside. Just look at it. Oh, you can't see the name or anything, but look at it. It actually just looks majestic. I'm sorry, but compared to the Anaconda, this looks like a spaceship. It looks like the type of ship that should be going on mass long distance exploration. Just look at it. I don't know. I think they should have put a much longer jump range on that thing. And if it's the Imperial, the Empire's version of the Anaconda, I can't see why they didn't just make it better. But there you go. Right, the setup on here is a little bit different, so I don't know how scanning this data point is going to go down. I really don't, 'cause I don't think... Oh, my bindings are the same. Okay, I didn't know that. I thought they were different.
Incoming message.
Well, that solves the problem. Something was full there, didn't it? Did it say I had something full? I didn't notice anything full. It's like a Dav's Hope point 2. Isn't it? Right, it's going to be the first settlement comms uplink. Now I'll get the comms links all together and then we'll have a look at it. See what it is. Right, we got one. This is Dav's Hope point 2.0. Come on, it's the same bloody place. Come on, FDev. They can do way better than that. High density composite. I don't think I've heard of that. Come on. It's not exactly the same as Dav's Hope, but it's very, very similar. Conductive ceramics. Okay. I'm guessing I go around the back like Dav's Hope. Everything's in almost exactly the same place, so I'm guessing that I should kind of go around that. It's this place where I got stuck before, though, I think. Let's see. I think the comms uplinks are in slightly different locations, but I should have definitely... No, it does not. Don't hate, participate. There's another... Oh, I just think I've just messed that up a little bit there. Right, so where'd it go? There we go. Hello. Okay. Oh, something popped in and out there. Right, I think this is the last one. So I really don't remember this one. It's an exploration camp, so I'm guessing it's going to have some interesting story about something that went wrong. Because that's what the Elite Dangerous Universe is like. A lot of my sexual decisions in university, just wrong. You know, always managed to choose a type of girl who had a pocket knife. Right, so it's called Missing Explorer. Missing Explorer, and that sounded like I was a bit rapey there. I wasn't. Right, okay. I told you I was going to say something really stupid. Right, okay, let me have a drink. So it says Sector 5 clear. There's no sign of life on this rock. I don't know what we expect to find. The habitat's been set up and all systems are in green. It seems that there's some interference with the comms, but it's probably just some background noise. Commander, we've been at this for days. I really don't see the benefit of continued scans. As it said in the report, lifeless means there's no life here. Number 3. I swear someone at command is messing with me here. They say go look, so we go look, but there's nothing out here. I don't care what the data says. Number 4. Perry's reported back from Sector 26. We couldn't make out everything due to the damned interference, but whatever it was, he was excited about it. Have one, this is found some out here, looks crashed, giving off, eation, affecting comms. Get closer, my god, getting huge. That's what she said. Jackpot here. Thing made noise. Okay, I sound a bit like a Dalek there. Hello Gavin, how's it going? And number 5. It's been 6 days since we last heard from Perry. The search of his last known position failed to find anything conclusive. He just disappeared without a trace. The tyre tracks just stopped. It makes no sense. Well, it makes perfect sense. Thargoid scooped him up. End of story. He was a knobber. He was one of those people who, when there's a... what's it called? He was a knobber. When... he's one of those people that when there's a tidal wave coming, he stood on the edge of the beach looking at it going, that was Perry. Should be heading for the mountains. Oh, nice skid. Right, here we go, pulling in. And board ship. Board ship. Okay. Oh, I'm alright, you know. I came back to the bubble just to swap the ship around a little bit, but now I'm much happier with it now, so it's not I'm not sad about going back to the bubble, but right, let me just check what I had next on my route. So where do I want to go next? Right, there's something close by. Whoop, wrong button. Now what I did fail. Wow, it's a bit of a way. I don't care. I honestly want to. Whoop. Oof. Little bitty witty of a way, but how many jumps? 14. But I didn't really particularly care about that. Yes, I'm in the Zoomski. I'm on the Zoomski account. I don't know if you saw the last the stream I did last week, but I kind of decided to bring the account back to the bubble and just fix a few things on, change the ship, and then fix a few things out. And I already know that I feel much more comfortable in this ship. This whiskey's gone to my head. It really has. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's go here. Let's go here. I don't want to make an immediate jump out of this system because I didn't check it out properly. So what have we got? Oh, we've got nothing. Gas giants. Gas giants are us, it should say. Right, okay. We can do a boost to maybe charge it up a bit faster. So yeah, a little bit of exploration. And streaming earlier, about an hour earlier I think, than usual. So yes, streaming a bit earlier, you know. Did I not fuel scoop on the sun before? I mean, it doesn't matter. Look at how it fills up. 1.6. Yeah. Right. Okay, so we got 12 bodies in here. So I'm gonna just have a. We're gonna have a quick peek as we pull away from the sun. But it's all icy bodies and rock bodies, so no cigar, I'm afraid. No cigar. I'm repeating myself. I can turn that one off now. Please, people, if you're enjoying the stream, please leave a like. If you haven't already subscribed, feel free to subscribe. Actually, if you don't like the stream, just leave a dislike. Don't care. It helps. Yeah, you wish. I was considering doing it. If I hadn't been ill in January, I would have actually probably done another 24-hour stream. Honestly, I would have considered it. Oh yeah, this thing, you just smash it into things. I'm still on the other account. I want to work on a war cutter. I'm literally just going to go into battle and drive it through everyone. I'm just going to grab this high metal content. I want to make sure that I'm not missing something, but actually it's not even finding it. There it is. No features and basic. First discovered by Jim Goose. First map. I can't believe people have mapped that. Well, I can. It's money, cash money. Highest I got 8 million for one of my systems, by the way, just so you know. One of the systems when I was on the expedition before, I got 8 million for it. It's nice. Yeah, I was thinking about putting some pack hounds on. You've got to keep reloading them, and you know, if they ever make everything such a fanny on, like, I'd love to use pack hounds, but the fact that you have to keep on filling them up, it's right fanny on. Because you'd just be buying them from a station, wouldn't you? Every time, but well, you do, you can. But I'm sure you'd be able to carry a few more. But yeah, Kathina came in one stream one day and was doing very, very nicely with them. They looked fantastically super. So, right, let's have a look in this one. I don't know how many this said it had. Oh, I've been here. I've logged them. But why is there? We're nowhere near the bubble here, are we? And I'm gonna check. I don't think we're near. I don't think we'd get. Oh, we must be. I'm sure it just said there was a. Ah, we're on the edge of the bubble here. Okay. Ah, I didn't realise. I'm gonna start jumping because I want to get. I want to get out the bubble. Oh yeah, because they can get through the shields, can't they, pack hounds? Yeah, just let them limp, chase them down. You know, I thought I'd be really bored coming back out and exploring now. I'd say that I've only just left the bubble, I know, but I was out before last week. But I enjoyed it last week. I had to put some theories together and some things to push forward with, because I couldn't have gone exploring again doing it in the way I used to do it, because I just feel that it was a bit. I was always in the past kind of going to a point and then returning, and that was the whole point, was getting to that point. And if I found something along the way or visited something that was fantastic, but it was inconsequential to the aim, Then when I took this ship out, I wanted it kind of be more like a science vessel. Well, I say this ship. When I took the Anaconda out, I wanted it to be more of a science vessel, but I don't know if I've got much more in this one, but the interior and everything just makes me feel like, okay, this ship is going to be the ship for doing this. I feel more comfortable in it. I don't have to mess around with anything. Its jump range is much shorter. Almost nearly half. I'm going to be honest, almost nearly half, but if I can get out and find neutron fields and stuff, and I'll be fine. When I want to get and go somewhere, I've got 2 AFMUs in here, which is good. I'll actually turn them off because I'm not even using them. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about fuel or anything, but yeah, I've got 2 autofill maintenance units, making sure. Oh, repair limpets. A repair limpet thing I wanted. That's what I wanted. Well, to be honest, I'll get one in Colonia. When I stop off in Colonia, I'll get one. So, and that'll be in that slot they had available. So, repair limpet controller. So that'll be. Well, if you not right now, Gavin, but if you go look back and look at my video from last week, I think I explained it well enough. I was a bit drunk, but I think I explained it well enough what I was doing. And if not, you can always... I don't know if you're in the Discord, actually. But you'll be able to see what my idea was for finding Earthlights and water worlds. And it worked. And I was first mapped on a few. It was definitely... It definitely paid off, so... Right, what have we got? We've got 2 bodies, and it's 2 suns. I can see that on my scanner. So, but I don't know. Was I drunk last week? I don't think I was pissed. I think I was. I think I'm going to end up more drunk tonight, actually, because I'm trying out this new whiskey. I might actually call an end to the whiskey after I finish this one, because I don't want to. I don't want to be drinking it when I'm drunk. That's a really, really good bottle, so. Don't want to be drinking it when I'm drunk. I did buy a bottle of Johnny Walker just to entice me away from it, but I'm not going to drink that either. I don't want to get twatted. I'm trying to behave with my drinking. I'm back out doing some long distance walking at the moment. So, walking with a hangover and beer burps or even whiskey burps. It's not. Oh, it's not a nice thing at all. Not at all. Yeah, I know. Says him. Sat there drinking water. Wimp. No, I don't want a hangover because I'm hoping to play a little bit, a few games tomorrow. Maybe even stream a little bit, afternoon streaming. Haven't done that for a while. So I won't do it if I've got a hangover. There's been other Saturdays when I've messed that up. Wow, look at those coronal ejections. They're beautiful. I don't know. It's probably because I don't fly into these A stars and B stars very often. But that is a nice. Those coronal ejections are fantastic. So the only thing about this ship is maybe it overheats slightly. Maybe. Don't know. Maybe I can turn some stuff. I don't know if turning stuff off will help it. For example, jumping. You don't need the shield generator when you're jumping at all. Don't need the vehicle hanger, all that stuff. You can turn all that off. Oh yeah, the Thargoid bases were amazing. Actually, Zoomski was one of the first people who took me around a Thargoid base. Took us on a tour of one. A few of us. It wasn't just me. It was myself. It's a long time ago. I can't remember who else went. It was myself, Zoomski, and 2 others, I think. Because we had, well, I had fun smashing into other people in the stream. I'll have to look back and see who else it was who went. It's a long time ago. Wow, 61 bodies in this system. Some buggers probably mapped them all. There's a lot of suns. They can't all be suns, are they? I always assumed they were. Oh! Is that a gas? No, it's a water world. Alright. I'll pick that up. 100% it's been mapped. Guarantee it. Looks like a water world. Yep. It's been discovered and mapped, so I'm not going to go over and map it. But that's a nice clear blue water world. Well, that was nice. I wasn't expecting it. I'm not sure if... Is that a gas... not a gas water world. I forgot what it's called now. I'd have to remember the type. No, it's just a gas giant with water-based life. Okay. I thought it was one of those poo planets. I forgot. Well, I call the ammonia planets poo planets, but there's another one, toilet planet. Like. Anyway, let's get on with it. Oh, I have actually got some orange juice. It's too tangy. But I might have a drink afterwards before I go to bed. See if it helps. And I should drink OJ in the morning, but I never do. That's probably why I've got scurvy. I haven't really. I'm just messing about. Don't do venereal disease. Shut up. Shut up, Swifty. Shut up. I've got some form of Tourette's, I'm telling you. I can't stop stuff coming out. It's not Tourette's, because I could control it if I wanted to. It was great times, yeah, when stuff was new, content was new, you were discovering these places. And in VR, I can't even imagine what a Thargoid base looks like in VR. Must blow your socks off. But listen, when they upgrade this game, I predict it will be a huge upgrade. I don't think Elite is done. Everybody says it is. I don't believe it is. They're not all working on Jurassic World. They're not all working on these other things. There's a mass amount of people working on Elite Dangerous for the paid upgrade, and it'll be great. Go over to the Division 2. A month ago, and this is what really pisses me off about content creators actually, because you know they're doing it for clicks. Because a month ago, content creators in the Division were saying, it's over, there's nothing left of this game, they don't listen to us, blah blah blah, right? And then they suddenly came out and said, right, we're changing the gear, we're going to do it in a different way so it's easy to read, which I don't like. I actually prefer the way they have it now. You can mix and match, you can min-max. They reckon with the new system you can min-max better, but I guess you can, but I don't. I like, when I first met the old system in the Division of setting up your kit, which is like setting up a ship in this game, I liked the fact that you sat with a certain role on something for ages until you suddenly came across something that was better. I liked it. You physically feel your character progressing, but they're going to change it anyway. And then they brought out this massive expansion where they're going back to New York instead of staying in Washington. And now all the content creators are kissing their asses and going on about how great they are. And I'm like, this is YouTube gets off his high horse and off his box. But it just pays me off that these content creators do this, because you can be miffed off. I'm miffed off with a lack of content in this version of the game, but I've said it time again that I feel a lack of content is because they are wanting to get the new version of this game out as fast as possible, because they know if they stick with this version, it's dead. That is my opinion. I don't think they would have introduced all these training areas and everything. It doesn't make business sense to introduce them into a game that's dead or dying. you know. But what they do need is they need the introduction of those kind of opening areas to the new thing coming out, where it'll work the same as this game but just be better. I mean, I definitely think that the people who become famous for streaming about one game, generally the ones who eventually take the game down, or at least they complain about it so much that they don't go back to it. There was a guy who was doing, a long time ago before Red Dead Redemption came out, there was a guy called Red Bandit who made really good videos. He brought people information, most of it was available on Reddit, but he found and put into videos lots of information and was genuinely interested in the stuff he found, the rumours he found. It was all like interesting to watch. And then he kind of, once the game came out and everybody knew what was going on, he then started to make clickbaity videos, and now obviously he isn't getting enough money from Red Dead, so he's now started making clickbait GTA 6 videos, and it's just like, it feels like this is the general direction that it goes. People either move on to something else because it's a fresh thing that they can get something from, and it's just a bit sad, because I think that as games players, we like our particular games, and I'm not somebody who's gonna attack a company like, for example, I might attack Sandy, but that's a different thing. Just didn't like him as a person as well as a games designer. But The Division, for example, I've never complained against apart from when I couldn't run it properly, which Massive still haven't fixed. But whereas you may not like Washington, I actually think it grows on you. I really do. I think the more you play it, the more it grows on you. Okay, we're in system actually. That was good. That's passed a lot of time. I think the more you play it, it definitely grows on you, the Division 2. The more you play it. It is humongous compared to the Division 1 in scope. Without spoilers, it takes you from level 0 to 30 and then it starts again. And it's not like Division 1 where you're replaying a mission on a harder level. It's definitely harder, but you're not replaying the mission you did before. And that was a stroke of genius for them. Because what it made them do is, while they were working on other stuff, people had to play the game twice, basically. Well, not twice, because when you get to level 30 it's a totally different thing. But taking you up for the world tiers, I thought that was just such a really well put together. And then they released content, which they didn't. The raids, I don't do raids, so it didn't bother me, but I know it pissed off a lot of people that they only brought one raid. There's another one coming, but it's going to be a while yet. Yeah, where am I going with this? What was my point? But I don't think they failed. And the Division 1 has a lot of flaws, a lot of flaws, but it's a great game. I still log in, I still play. If you're a PvP player, there's every chance that you don't replay it, especially when there are meta builds, so that you can't bully people in the dark zone and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, I don't often complain about games, you know, because I try to enjoy them, and I think that when you truly enjoy them, they have endless amounts of replayability. I haven't played Red Dead Redemption in ages, but I love the game. I went and bought it for PC, but I can't stream it, so because I can't stream it, I haven't played it in a while. Might play a few hours tomorrow though. And so yeah, I mean, you know, Division's a looter shooter, so people are wanting content. I think it would have been so much better as a one, not necessarily a single player game. You could have still grouped up But I think if they'd have taken away the looter shooter aspect, I think it would have been a better game. They could have. I think other IPs would have made better looter shooters, like Rainbow Six, or even Ghost Recon, because Ghost Recon single player is dying on its ass. I don't know what they've managed. I played original Ghost Recon. That's what got me really into gaming and into playing with other people. What they killed that game. I don't know how. I honestly don't know how. What a game it was back in the 2001, I think it came out, the original Ghost Recon. It feels like I'm coming in really fast, but I don't think I am. I think it's going to settle 35, 33. I was thinking about Death Stranding. I'm going to wait a while with Death Stranding. I reckon it's a game that I sit here and I think, nah, it's not for me. And then I know if I buy it, I'll probably get totally addicted to it. The thing about Death Stranding I like is that it looks a lot like some of the mountaintops I spend my weekends on. It really does. Like, they've done a very good job of it in that sense. And you don't move around a mountaintop that fast. But Last of Us 2, definitely, that's going to kick ass. Quantic Dreams are working on a new IP, which, let's face it, if they're working on a new IP, that's going to be outstanding. Don't care what anybody says. I still haven't played, gone back and played the Detroit Become Human another time. I promised myself I'd play it one more time, and just make dickhead decisions. Not which would totally be out of line, but I thought I'll make some dickhead decisions. But I've just not really had a chance to go back and do it. So, right, we're at a medical research base Mir 14. So again, I've definitely visited here before because this was pre-mapped and everything, but I honestly don't particularly remember being here. But we'll swing her around at the front gate. And then we'll plonk her down just in front of the front gate. Now, normally just outside the front gate, you find a really nice spot to land. So there we go. So we'll line her up right, and then we'll bring her down. Now we have got shields and everything, so we shouldn't worry about crashing. There we go, Ski. Oh really? Yeah. I didn't know about that part. Never mind. No spoilers, but yeah, I think. Have you played the other games that they did? I've got them here, but my eyesight's gone out. Got what's the other one? There was Two Souls, Beyond Two Souls, and Beyond Two Souls and Heavy Rain was the other one. Both highly recommendable. They also did another one called Fahrenheit, which was amazing, but unfortunately it's just too dated. I wouldn't recommend it now. It's just way too dated. I tried to go back and play it, and it pissed me off more than it did give me enjoyment. So, but that was a great game of its time. I've recently downloaded Quantum Break, which it's by the same people who made Alan Wake, and Alan Wake actually is still playable to this day. It's graphically it's still good, but the game content itself I'm not a huge fan of. But I'd recommend it if you see it cheap somewhere. Yeah, they made 2 games. They made one called Control, and the other one was called Quantum Break. And Quantum Break, I've played through the first part of it. I haven't had time to go back to it, but the first part of it is really good. It's got some quite famous actors. I don't know them. I know one of them because he's British, but the other one I don't really know him, but I'm sure other people will. He's been in stuff that any TV nerd will know. But it was interesting. Yeah, Alan Wake was... I mean, you know, when I say I didn't like it, I didn't like just the way that some of it played through. I'm not going to do any spoilers or anything, but I finished it, and I would say when the first hour I was playing it, I really enjoyed it, but other parts of it were just too frustrating. But you know, when a game creator brings out their first IP, they don't always know what they're doing. They have an idea of what they want to do. They don't, and I think with Remedy, it was just their first game, and there was another one as well. Actually, there was another. Another. Alan Wake. Yeah, well, I liked it because it had the old Twin Peaks type of location. I loved Twin Peaks when I was growing up, so that's kind of why I really liked it. But I can't remember how I did. There. Yeah, it definitely had a kind of Rambo Twin Peaks feel to it, and I thought they did really well with that. The fact that it was kind of, even though the story was linear, it was almost like an open world. It's strange. It wasn't open world, so don't get excited, anybody, but it kind of was. But you couldn't go wherever you wanted, but it was all built in the same place. So, okay, this one's called Cannot Get Out. I'll quickly go through it. When we first ran tests on the compound, we thought it could be used as a mood inhibitor to help tackle anxiety and other mental afflictions. Other results were very promising, but we were so wrong. Number 2. Some of the test subjects had a very different reaction to the treatment. It seemed to heighten their aggressive tendencies. Some manifesting this in self-harm or vocal outbursts, but in some percentages it turned them into monsters capable of the most horrific violence. Sounds like Alan Wake. 3 out of 4. When the company found out, they marketed it as a success, selling the research to the military. Under military control, we were forced to keep working on this new program to create a serum that could be given to soldiers and other military personnel to make them into better killing machines. Those of us that refused were reassigned, as our new masters put it. We knew what that meant. God's help me, I wasn't strong enough to be one of them. Alright, so he's saying basically sold out. I can't go on with this mockery of science. I want to help people, not turn human beings into rabid killing machines. This is my confession and a warning to others. The military will stop at nothing to get an edge over their enemies, even if that means destroying thousands of lives in the process. Yes, viva la revolution! I don't really think like that. Ellis guy's just fallen off his seat and spilt his tea. Tonight I released the test subjects into this settlement. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I know what that would mean. Everyone dead or worse. I can hear them hunting for me, but it's too late. It's all coming down. This sounds like Last of Us. I can't afford to let anything from this place get out into the hands of any power. I've destroyed all the data I can find, and my final act will be to vent this settlement. Open it up to space. That should kill everyone left alive in here. This cannot get out. This cannot get out. Oh, wow. So there was something going on here. I don't know why there's tourism. Gonna be honest about that. Don't know why there's tourism. But it seems like there is some type of tourism going on. But I think this is something that would be kept under lock and key. Something that Frontier don't take into consideration. But there you go. Who did Max Payne? Oh yeah, Remedy did the original Max Payne. Yeah, yeah, they did. Yeah, and Alan Wake was a very, very different game. I think that's what I meant by they had this vision, and they couldn't quite fulfill it, but in its time, it definitely had its place. But if you liked Alan Wake, you have to try what's it called? Not Control, the other one I mentioned. Crap. Fucking hell's sake. And I'm gonna have to look see if I've still got it on my computer, because I was playing it a couple of weeks ago, but I can't remember if I kept it. Quantum Break. Quantum Break. So if you liked Alan Wake, I would definitely try Quantum Break. It's a very, very good game. It seems that, well, I think you'd love it, Gavin. I'd definitely check that. Control, Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls. You'd really like all of them. You'd like all of them games. I actually liked Max Payne 3, to be honest. I thought Max Payne 3 had a really, really good feel to it. Don't know what it was. It got slightly hang on a second. Right, we're gonna go to this place next. It had a slightly, it felt, yeah, the word's gonna come to me. Oh, we're not going too far here. We're hardly away from the bubble yet, but yeah, Max Payne 3, it felt a little bit like you were doing the same thing over and over at times, but it was a very good game. I loved it. I think, in honesty, the bits in between were just to get you into the. I'm going to play it again soon now. I'm going to have to bloody reinstall it. This is what happens with me. Start talking about a game and then I think about how great it was when I played through it. Dead Space. Do you know what? I don't know if I ever played Dead Space. It's Resident Evil in space, isn't it? I played the Resident Evil 2 remake a little bit, but I didn't love it. I don't know. First person Resident Evil doesn't feel right to me. Really doesn't. It feels totally wrong. You know, Konami have got to bring back Silent Hill. Bring it back. Top down. High graphic content. Come on. Get it done, Konami. They're a shit show, Konami, at the moment. They're not going to do that. Pro Evolution Soccer and tablet games. That's it. And they're making more money than nearly anybody else. Bastards. They couldn't get the player rights for football player rights for their game because FIFA or EA Sports have basically got them locked up. Go FIFA. And then what they've done in return is they've gone to the clubs and bought the rights to the stadiums. So now they've got this stupid fucking war going between the two companies, and that's all it is. It's a war between two companies, and who loses out? Players, because you can buy FIFA, have all the correct players, all the correct kits, but you can't be in the correct stadium. And in Pro Evolution Soccer, or whatever they call it these days, you can be in the correct stadium, but you can't wear the proper kits or be the proper players. It's ridiculous. Corporate companies fighting each other while we sit in the middle and suffer. FIFA La Revolution! I'm only kidding. Right, okay, let's get on with it. Right, so next one is, I think this is going to be another installation, by the looks of it. Or another type of... Gaming's going to go through a really shitty period, people, before it gets better. If you think about the movie industry and Marvel, just keep that in mind. Right, we're there already. Yeah, we're doing alright. Hey, my friend, we're doing okay. Right, have I landed somewhere? Well, I'm guessing it was here. I'm gonna see if I want to see what I have to do here, because I actually don't know what I'm doing here. Right, this one. Yeah, okay. I am doing the right thing. Apparently I've been to these places before, but I don't remember being in these places. Yeah, I do. I do remember that. There's a couple of games like Red Faction, Siphon Filter. I think that was on... Siphon Filter was on maybe PlayStation 1. An amazing game on PlayStation, I think it was PlayStation 1, was SOCOM. Outstanding game. That's what I never understand about these big companies, how they can take a really good game and just run it into the ground. I've even been thinking about that about Rockstar Games recently. With Dan Houser leaving Rockstar Games is, honestly, it's going down the pan. I mean, it's obviously been coming, the fact that they've only released 2 games in, what, 10 years. That company's just all about money and everything, so they're not gonna... It's fucking... Sorry for the French, but it's whoa! I've received 100 messages today. I don't know. I think gaming's gonna go through a really crappy period soon. A seriously crappy period. Not that it isn't. If you're a Blizzard fan, it's already gone through a crappy period. But well, I think it's gonna go through an intensely crappy period. Because once you make you know, in the 90s, 2000s, games companies were small, kind of just did what they did, and then, you know, the distribution companies took over and became bigger. I don't know how that works, actually. I don't know how distribution companies end up being the controlling mechanism. I understand that you need distribution, but once you're a huge company, why do you, or a huge games maker, and you've made, like, I don't know, £1 billion, why do you need that company to distribute? Can't you just do it yourself? I don't think distribution is $1 billion. Certainly not in the now that we're entering the download phase of everything. You don't even need distribution. Sod the shops. Yeah, you're going to lose a bit of money, but I don't think you're going to lose a sensational amount of money. I still prefer to buy physical games, but you can still do it through Amazon, can't you? I'm just ranting here. Feel free to stop me, people. I know, I just think with all the money running around these days, and all companies seem to want to create is like online content that you just replay over and 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 over again. It doesn't feel like... Wait, we're coming in pretty thick and fast, and we're coming in slightly high, so we're gonna have to do the old spinneroonie here. The spinneroonie is get within a specific distance and then spin around, keeping it within your parameters. People think I don't know what I'm doing. Secretly I do. Secretly I do. I just pretend I don't. I really know what I'm doing. It's just I just never advertise it. See? Oh, just slightly. But we did it all right. We did all right. We're gonna get there. Yeah. The multiplayer thing is because you can do after sales, or everybody wants to be Rockstar, and everybody believes that after sales is gonna do it. But I don't know if it always does. I genuinely don't think it always does. I think you have to have a really mean product to get all that after sales stuff. I don't think it's for everybody. But it's like the movies. They see a winning pattern and it's like, okay, let's follow that pattern because it works. And what you'll end up seeing is some businesses going bankrupt because they spend too much money and can't follow that plan. And then one day we'll have some type of new thing. You know, Star Citizen could have been the savior. It could have been the savior of gaming, but it's going to end up being the story that the story of caution. I wouldn't be surprised if Chris Roberts is doing that on purpose for somebody. No, I don't believe that. I saw an interview with him once on BBC, and he actually seems very. He seems like he actually wants his vision to take place, but whether it actually ever will or not, whether it actually will or not, there's a bounce. Oh, and we landed. Who's laughing now? Right, okay, let's we'll go in this one. I mean, I remember playing the original Grand Theft. The original. Of course, it was the original. Oh, I love that mountain. Look at that mountain. See, I'd make a run for that mountaintop in the past. I now know it's completely unclimbable, but it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Space legs, bring it on. That's what I say. What was I saying about? Wow, this is a nice. This is a setting that should have been inside the bubble. It really should have. And atmospheric landings would make it so much nice. Yeah. Does look similar. I was looking at a photograph of Rosebery Topping yesterday and I was like, years ago that would have been, to me, that was high. I was looking at a video photograph yesterday and I was like, I'd shit it now. I think I'd climb it in about 5 minutes. If that. I don't even know if it'd take 5 minutes. Hang on, where do you live, Cartel? You don't live in the northeast, do you? I didn't think you lived in the northeast. Hang on a minute. Honestly, I don't think I knew that you lived in the northeast. If you do, can't be true. I can't have that many people from the northeast who... I only have 300 subscribers. Bloody hell. Oh, you live in Huntley Hall. I remember having a conversation, a drunken conversation about Huntley Hall. Haven't you got the old museum there? You've got some type of museum in Huntley Hall, but I can't think of the name of the museum. Jesus Christ. Because there's Gavin, there's you, and there's 2 other people who come in from the Teesside area. And then 2 people who've worked in Teesside as well. That's mental. But I now remember us talking about, because I don't meet people from... oh, hang on. You don't have like a... Hang on. You haven't got any type of museum in Huntley Hall. Right. There's American people going, what the fuck are these guys talking about, Huntley Hall? He ain't even pronouncing it right. You're gonna have to give me a second, because I might be mixing Huntley Hall up with somewhere else. Oh, you're up near Seam. I used to date a girl from Seam. She was beautiful. She had a boyfriend though. It all went south once I found out. She was beautiful. You don't know her, do you? I can't remember her name. Right, at my home. Oh, you've got Carpet Mills, nice. Alright, I know what it is. I'm mixing it up with... Okay, so I know where you are. And that's nice to know. I'm still not sure what the fuck I was thinking about. Hang on, you're gonna have to give me a second. Because when I get something in my head, I can't get it out of my head. And it's gonna peeve me off. So, let's see where that is. So, I was mixing Hentley Hall up with Huttonley Hall. And Huttonley Hall is near Scarborough. It's just a letter difference. And okay, you go through Huttonley Hall to go to Flamingo Land. Okay, so is it the final place before Flamingo Land? It's where everybody used to get out and get in the boot. It actually got no Kirby Missington was, I think. Gavin will know all about that. Oh, I used to date a girl from Seam. She was beautiful. I think the most beautiful girl I ever dated in my life. I was young. I dumped her because she had a boyfriend already, but that's a young man's mistake. Young man's mistake. Type of things you regret when you get older. You're like, ah, what the fuck was I thinking? Sarah something, can't remember now. It's one of those people, you know. One day I'll probably hear from her on Facebook or something, you know. Oh, okay. I've already done that. Ah, no, that's a basic conductor or something. Right. I need to get a bit serious and actually look at what I'm trying to find here, because I said I'd been here before, but I don't remember it. Right. What are we on? We have 1, 2. Yeah, we're missing one. Thought so. Oh, you bastard! I'm still pretty shocked that there's so many people from that area, considering the amount of subscribers I have. Yeah, I might want to start scraping a few of these up. Is this the one I just... Please don't be the one I just scanned. Go on, go on, go on, go on, go on. Yeah, this is the one. Whoop, whoopity whoop. Right, okay, let's have a look. Don't anybody... I said Sarah, I don't want anybody to write back. That was my girlfriend! Right, okay. Secrets and lies. We're in bad shape. Some of our food reserves have become spoiled. There was no signs of damage or tampering. We started rationing and Mr. Leon, our corporate liaison, has contacted the company to see if we can get resupplied. If we can't get more food, then I don't know what we're going to do. Eat each other, I guess. It's been weeks and no word from corporate. Sounds like when I tried to get a refund on something. Mr. Leon just nods and says he'll send another situation report and that the company is sending help as fast as it can. I feel guilty. He's handling this really well and doesn't seem to take take all of his ration. I don't know how he does it. You have to admire the guy. We're going to start losing people soon, and I don't have the heart to tell them that we're down to the last few scraps. Rationing just isn't going to save us. I added words there. Number 3. We cremated 3 more today. That makes 7 dead in total. Cremation! Oh, they're making barbecue ribs. I fear the rest of us won't be too far behind. We're all so weak now, barely able to keep ourselves going. I don't know what his secret is, but Mr. Leon seems to be the least affected by the lack of food. I'm starting to trust him less and less as the days go on. How can he look so well and not be as weak as the rest of us? He has to be hiding something. He is hiding Kit Kats. That's what he's doing. Secrets and lies. 4. That lying sack of filth. I'm gonna kill him. He got careless, didn't lock his door or log out of his terminal. Guess he thinks we're all so weak that he doesn't have to take precautions anymore. Well, I found out his secret. He's been giving reports to corporate alright, just not the kind we thought. And that's not the only thing I found. They're experimenting on us, and that Toad is helping them. He has a memo after memo discussing the initiative, as he calls it. The food was designed to go off. They planned it. He watched us struggle and die while he was back there with enough food to last us all for 6 months. He watched and took notes. I'm gonna kill him. Okay. 5 out of 5. This is a corporate memo. This is not from the guy who wrote it. Be long. Site 16 no longer viable. Site shut down with immediate effect. All resources and confidential materials uploaded to core database. Regarding ongoing situation, corporate liaison Mr. Leon deceased. Clean squad sent to prepare site for next initiative cycle. Wow. Commence site cleansing immediately. Wow. So, you know, we've read a few things today that is a bit shitty. I'm going to be honest with the way that they're kind of treating people. I don't know, but it seems like this kind of been done on purpose. So I don't know. Some of these, because we didn't find anything in game that continued on, we don't really know. Oh, we've got 2 million abandoned settlement location data. That's nice. Okay, so let's see what the next spot is. No, I pressed the wrong bloody button, haven't I? Galaxy map. New Yemble. I think it's going a little bit out of the way. Oh, I hate it when it does that. Route unavailable, because I'm in the bloody... Spin around. Oh. This is an exploration ship. Look at it. Look at its face. You can see the drives and everything on it. Who needs a paint job on this thing? I don't think they thought it through when they made this. They made it look better than any of the ones with a paint job. The ones with a paint job spoil it, to be honest. In my humble opinion. Board ship. Do you have a Sunderland accent then, Cartel? Where are you from? I'm from Sunderland. That's probably not the best version, but, you know, not mocking. That's my Sunderland accent. All my family are from Geordieland. Well, yeah, man, pass the Jack of Philly from over there, will ya? Never understand a word they're saying, half of them. Hence the reason I've got so much alcohol in front of me now. Yeah. Oh, you're originally from Swindon, bloody hell. What took you up there? Coronavirus? from Swindon. What a change. No, they didn't. When they say Sunderland, they normally stretch it out on the Sunderland. Maybe not that much, but you get what I mean. Yeah, see, well, that's the thing, Gavin. But I mean, the black one's all right, but it isn't. I don't think there is any paint job for this that makes it look better. I really don't, because the detailing of the ship actually works better with white. You can see all the little crevices and everything. I just think in white it just looks so much better. And inside this ship, wow. When we have space legs, this is gonna look amazing. Looks like a futuristic dentist's office, or at least some type of music producer. What, man flu took you all the way up to? Huh? Hang on, have I missed something? Man flu took you all the way to from Swindon to... No, I'm getting something wrong. It may be something I've said. It's chat delay. Sometimes I'm waffling on and then I totally forget what I said 3 seconds ago. It's not abnormal. Sometimes you have to explain to me. I was a special one in school. Right. So... Cripes. Donald Trump's top was. Fucking hell. That's a good name. I just want to say this is the best cutter in the universe. There's no cutter quite like this. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, to get away from your ex-wife, okay, and you had to put Swindon and Sunderland with that, yeah. It makes sense now. It actually does. This is the best cutter in the universe. It is multifunctional. It does mining. It does everything. It does everything it's expected to, and more. It builds walls. Right, let's have a look. Earth-like walls. Right, we've got high metal contents here. Oh, we've got metal rich by the looks of it as well. Not a bad system actually. And just quickly scan a Rooney. Might be able to make a couple of euros on this. Hey Soundo, how's it going? I saw you in Discord earlier playing, I think you were playing Elite actually. What have you been sniffing around in Elite? Come on. Right, what's this one? This is oh no, they're all high metal content. Strange, because they were right on the border. Borderline. Feels like I'm going to lose my mind. So have you noticed I haven't been shouting at the cats tonight? They've been very, very well behaved, both of them. One of them's only behaving because I shoved the fire in front of him, so he's fucking loving it. You just keep on pushing my love over borderline. I keep on getting an urge to sing songs in in a Yorkshire accent. I don't know why. I stay out too late. Got something on my plate. That's what people say. By gum. That's what people say. By gum. Oh really? There seems to be. Has anybody been out to search that area that I think Frontier posted something up on Twitter like "Wish you were here" in a certain system? I don't know if people have actually been out to look at that transient signal source. Could be interesting. Let's see what that might be. We might have a crashed ship somewhere out here. Degraded emissions. And degraded emissions. Okay, I'm not going to bother. I don't think we'll have anything too special in them, but...
Frameshift drive charging.
Can't get my bloody phone to work properly to look at.
4, 3, 2.
How many jumps was this? Like 16 or something? I hope I make it. I'm surprised my stomach's not playing up at the moment. I had why am I explaining all my fucking health problems to people? I had a load of spicy hot wings earlier. Like, seriously spicy hot wings. I'm surprised I survived. It took about an hour or so for my tongue to get back to normal. Well, I'm doing the Zoomski expedition soundo, so I've just left the bubble. Again, I came back to the bubble, just outfitted the ship a little bit differently. I did forget something, but I'm going to head out towards Colonia, then to the centre, then to Beagle Point, then I'm going to bring it around, I think. I might not actually go out to Beagle Point. I might just bring it out and around. We'll see. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it yet, but the idea is to do a long thing before I come back to civilization. But I forgot repair limpets, and I really meant to. Alright, Cartel, have a good night. Thanks for dropping by. Good to see you, and I'll see you again in the future, okay? 9-7. So, yep. Oh my god, this whiskey is so fucking good. So good. Got a taco press for my birthday. Been eating tacos non-stop. Fucking love it. Having the time of my life. You don't know how much happiness a taco press can bring into somebody's life. Oh my good lordy wardy. Do you know, it takes time to press them, but I don't care. I do not care at all. Yeah, well, my other account's in the bubble. Shows you taco press. That's what she said. Hang on, wait till I jump in the Nexus, because it's right next to me. I'll show you. It's fucking amazing. I love it. I love it. It's a full-on taco press. It was a birthday present to myself because I'd been promising myself one for a while, and here I'll show you. And I don't know if Elazgar's in stream, but Elazgar's seen the results of my taco making. He was salivating the other night. just gonna put my headphones on first, and then this thing is just beautiful. Okay, so here it is, cast iron. It's actually, its real name would be a tortellada. Little, I don't know, tortellada? Little bread, which doesn't quite make sense. So how it works is you make the taco dough, which is actually like it's kind of just cornmeal. You can make it with flour. You can make different ones. You can make flour, cornmeal, blue cornmeal, and then you can make the Indian version as well, or should I say the Native American version, which is really nice as well, where you kind of I can't remember if it's cedarwood ash you add to it. So it opens like this. It's fucking heavy, this, so it's hard to hold with one hand. You put little balls of dough in here. You put some plastic here, and then you close it down, clamp it over, and it presses it out and makes like you know, that bread you use for fajitas, but really small, like about this big. And I make like lots of different. I mean, the fillings I've never had a problem making, but I've always had to buy tacos, or at least yeah, taco bread, and it's good, but it's not amazing. And I've always wanted to make, because when you buy the corn ones, the quality is terrible. Or I think the quality is terrible anyway, and the taste is just not right. So, yeah, they're about $30, €30, something, £30. But great, I got mine off Amazon. Am I in it? I'm in the system here. That don't tell me I can actually fucking land here or something. Oh no, but there's loads of piracy stuff going on. There's no... Oh, there is a station here. Station Unity. Wow. We haven't just gone all the way back to the fucking bubble, have we? No, it's outside the bubble. Strange. So, let's see what we're here for. New Yembo. So, I highly recommend one. If you like tacos, I highly recommend one. And if you need any recipes, just let me know. I've got some mean recipes for chicken tinga, fantastic, really good chicken tinga. Pork tacos, beef tacos. I've got some really good things. So all right, so this is New Yembo. It was the location for the very first expansion goal, apparently, beginning February 3301, and resulted with much fanfare in Unity Station being placed here. The system actually wasn't called New Yembo before until this point, so I'm gonna go have a look at the station. We'll do a station tour. We might as well, you know, we're out here, we're having fun. Marshall Weston's come online, so... Bell Draco, what the hell's going on? What's with all these oldie woldies popping in? Bell Draco, that's a name I've not heard in a long time. How are you doing, Bell Draco? Bloody hell. I don't know, mate. How long's it been? 2 years? 6 years? Seriously, how long's it been? It's been a long time, my friend. I remember a lot of people. I have a really good memory for it. I'm a teacher. But Christ, I don't know how long it's been. It's been a long time. I know that much. I mean, it's been a long time. Yeah, I'm on. I mean, I'm on. I just don't know. Click that subscribe button, click that like button, click that notification button, y'all, and you'll know when I go live. Yeah, anytime, Sounder. I'm really into tacos. Like, more than any person should be. And even like I have a dream of one day being able to make Native American goat meat tacos at some point, because I tasted one once. Well, I tasted 8 once, because my friend's Native American and his grandma cooked them for me, and I wanted to catch that flavour ever again, but it's really difficult. I think it's cedarwood ash that they put into their mix. But goat, where I live, I mean, it's ridiculously hard to come across. Mountain goat isn't, but goat is. Well, the thing is, I don't know whether you remember Commander Zoomski. Commander Zoomski used to do a lot of stuff on like lore, and I remember him doing Triple Elite as well when he got Triple Elite. Sadly, he passed away. I think last. I don't want to say it in the wrong way, but I think it was last year. I'm pretty sure it was last year. Yes, because we're in 2020 now, so yeah. So I decided to basically put my account in a position where I would take it out on into the black forever. So, and I did take it out into the black for a while, but then I didn't feel that the ship was set up in the right way that I wanted. So, so I came back to the bubble. I've literally just left again tonight. And I feel comfortable in this ship. It feels like how it should have been.
Okay, Commander.
So,
Approach to pad 25. Acknowledged, Commander.
well, that might be a good thing that you haven't been on Twitch or YouTube, Beldraco, because I'm going to be totally honest, I haven't watched TV in ages. I watch it at the end of the night when I'm going to bed, but I'm fucking hooked on YouTube. I'm the type of person who really likes to expand the horizons. If I don't understand something or I don't agree with it, I like watching the contrary argument so that I can maybe get an understanding of why I feel the way I do. Oh wow, really? Bloody hell. So YouTube is a really good place for that sometimes. You know, because it's too easy to sit there and go, I don't agree with that. And you've got to, you know, I'm very much a person who, when I have a conversation with people, I quite often play devil's advocate, more often than not. And even with myself, when I get angry about something, I'm like, okay, let's try and look at it from the other person's point of view or the other point of view. So YouTube, I love YouTube for that. But it also enforces some of your thoughts as well, so I don't know whether that's a good thing. Right, okay, let's see if we can get our repair limpet controller here. It would be really nice if we could. 12th trip. Are you like a coach service? Or should we say a tour service? Why have I gone to the... Oh, they haven't got outfit in here. Wow. I say that surprised, but I probably shouldn't be surprised, should I? Okay, don't... Oh, I was going to say, they've got a passenger lounge. They'll all be wanting to go to Colonia, I'm guessing. Do you know... In my other account, I'm going to take some of these things, and I'm going to write down the names, but I'm telling you, there's got to be some interesting places out there in the verse, and I think passenger missions were put there for you to go and find them. Some of them are shite, but some of them are names that you'll hear for the... See, what's this one? Kyla wants to visit Children of Raxley staging post and collect data. So there's something there that person wants to visit, and it's in Air Force, which is in the Heart Nebula. So I mean, it's a long distance, but why they want to go there, this is how people are gonna find Raxler. I think FDev are trying to hide stuff in there. Alright, okay. Well, if you've got time after this stream, go look at my stream from the other day. I was actually specifically trying to find Earthlikes and Water Worlds, and you will be very surprised at my hit rate. Not perfect, because I don't believe the system is perfect, but I was doing pretty well. My hit rate was surprisingly high, so I would definitely consider having a look at that. Yeah, I mean, you might as well take a couple of passengers. You get plenty of time to do it. Get plenty of time to do it. It's a ridiculous amount of time sometimes. Right, let's see what this is. This is... Oh, we're zigzagging a bit back on ourselves here. Doesn't seem like we're going forward. I did say I wasn't in too much of a rush to go to Colonia, but we're actually... That's fucking back over. Jesus. I'm gonna maybe have to have a look at this. Give us a second. This isn't giving us a straight line, is it? I don't know what they're thinking when they've put this together. This could have been great, but it's... I'm using the ED Scenic Route Finder, and it doesn't look right. There's something about it that I don't know if I've done it wrong. I don't know if I've done it wrong or I'm selecting something wrong, but something isn't making it isn't making sense. So just give me a second. I'm just gonna run through it, and yeah, because that's only gonna give. Oh, this is so weird. Right, so it plots a route for you, but then it doesn't plot a route. It basically tells you stuff on your way, but I'm guessing you're I'm gonna have to go in and tag every single one of them, which just is. It isn't gonna work like that. I'm sorry, but it isn't. Oh, dagnammit! Because I can't keep going like back over on myself. I've already gone like. I've gone slightly to the left, but I'm kind of not quite making my way out, you know, and this would take me right back over on myself, and actually probably 5 jumps from Kofan, well maybe 7 or 8 jumps in this ship, but I'd literally be going back over on myself. It's a bit silly. When you see GBFOA, what do you mean GBFOA? Ah, you mean the types of that? Yeah, no, this was totally different from that. Totally different from that. I know what you're saying. No, I totally know what you're saying. I was going on system density and stuff. If you go back, you might see how I was doing it. I can't remember if I gave a full explanation of how I was doing it. If I wasn't, and you see me in a stream another time, ask me to explain and I'll take you through it, kind of what I was looking at. But you'll see that I'm targeting very specific systems, and you'll see how I use the star map to actually target those systems. So you'll see how I go about it. But it's a bit more intricate than star types. You'll see that I'm looking for certain types of systems, and then I'm looking for systems with so when I jump in, I'm like, oh, this is going to be a good system. Not every time it is, but generally when I'm like, oh, this is going to be a good system, it worked out as being a good system. So it's definitely worth having a look at it, because it was my first time kind of trying it out. I think the system here, I'm just looking at this tagged system here, I think it was my first tagged system. Look, Swifty, it had an ammonia world as well, Swifty. I might go back and map it. This was before mapping. Let me have a quick look. I wouldn't be against travelling back here. I wouldn't be against travelling back here, tagging it, and then heading to Colonia. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Do you agree with me? Yeah, you don't have to. I'm doing it. Booyakasha. But I would definitely look at it, because I was using the system map very differently from how... I've been playing around with the system map, and I'm kind of enjoying certain things. Marshall was helping me a lot in that stream as well, because Marshall spends his entire life out in the black, so he's pretty good at reading systems and stuff. So and hopefully I'm gonna be able to make it a little bit I'm gonna be able to hone it a little bit as time goes on. But I haven't got my notes with me, so I couldn't tell you the exact process. But if you watch the video for about half an hour, you'll see how I went about it. Probably you don't have to watch the full stream, but if you tune in about halfway through and just watch for about half an hour, you'll see what I'm doing. Because I do it a couple of times over. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was just saying that there was one system that I went in and found and tagged, and it was all new. And I think I got 18 million in total, but I don't think I think I mapped it. I think I mapped everything. It wasn't one of the ones I hate in stream though. But I think it was 18 million it said I got for it. So 1 Earth Light, 2 Water Worlds, and then a ton of high metal contents. But the system I tagged everything in, I think. Or at least mapped everything. I don't know if I got first mapping on everything. Yeah, me too. I'm gonna be on me too. But now in this ship, it's not really for money, so I've gotta set myself tasks, and that's one of the reasons why I was doing that the other day. Because if this expedition is going to work, it has to have. It's supposed to be. How can I put it? It's supposed to be. How can I fucking phrase this? You have to give me a second. It's supposed to be a little scientific. I'll put it that way. Probably a better thing to do it. So I want it to be scientific and explorational. Explorational. I don't know how much money this account's got. I never even checked it. Don't think it's got as much as my other account, this one now. I actually thought that my other account would have had more. But yeah, I've only got 930 million here. Poor. Absolutely poor. And a 34 million rebuild, so it's not a lot of rebuys. Right, hang on, I've got to see how many jumps I've got here. 35 jumps. Probably not going to make all these jumps in this stream, people, but I will. So this is what we're looking at. B56. So B56 is not in my wheelhouse that I was looking at before. D. I don't know what I've done with my flipping thing. D something. Gonna be honest with you, I drink a lot Beldraco, and you have to understand that I have ideas and I research them, then I put them into practice, but it's all when I'm drunk, so then I forget the next day. I've got to go through them again.
Frameshift drive charging.
That whiskey's done. That whiskey's lovely. So, well, we'll see what we unearth. We might find something. I always find that when you're using the route plotter, you don't find stuff when you use the route plotter. You have to stop in an area and actually look around. This is going to prove me wrong, by the way. It's going to say, well, 36 bodies is too many, right? So there's going to be gas giants in here if it's 36, right? But we'll see. It might throw something in here just to piss me off, but we'll see. Oh, do you know what? I might have a red wine sound though. This whiskey's finished now. Somebody bought me this today, and it's a extremely peaty 10-year-old. What's it called? Ardbeg. Ardbeg. Looks like a Nordic word actually. Ardbeg or Ardbeg. And normally peaty stuff, I hate it. But truth be told, I haven't drunk a peaty malt in a long time. This is amazing. I mean, really good. I don't know if it's because I've been drinking crap for the last few weeks, because I dropped like 150 quid on whiskies before Christmas. So I was like, right, I'm not drinking whiskies for the next 6 months, or at least I'm not spending money on for the next 6 months. And it's gonna... Oh no, it's a rocky ice world, thank God. There is a gas giant, look. Told you. You can always tell when there's 36.
Frameshift drive charging.
What was I saying? Yeah. Yeah, so I hate peaty stuff, but this is amazing. Yeah, well, maybe you do. I mean, I don't know. I think it depends if you... I used to do... So, there was a long time ago, probably when you first came in, Beldraco actually. I'm going to be totally honest, probably when you first came in. I didn't watch any videos, right? I went on experience. Everything was about like kind of experiencing instinct. And I used to be able to drop into a place and go, okay, there's going to be something in this area, there might be something in this area. And more often than not, I was right, but I didn't drop in on a huge amount. What, 13 isn't too bad, but it was B, wasn't it? So I don't know if, yeah, B's gonna have rocky bodies, so I'll keep pushing on. C, alright, C29, there's a chance of something. Yeah, it's gonna be, I reckon it'll be high malt contents and stuff. So yeah, back then I used to, I remember I'm gonna go back and look at some of those videos because I can't remember what my secret was, but I used to come across some quite interesting stuff, and Earthlights were very few and far between, but I remember coming across a lot of water worlds, and then I got too in depth and I started only going for F stars, G stars sometimes, but I was just finding nothing. And I was like, I know for a fact, through personal experience, that Earthlights drop in F stars more than they do G stars. They might drop in G stars, but they drop in F stars more. Or at least decent ones drop in F stars. B and A stars are just too far. Yeah, we've only got heavy metal content ones in here. I'll quickly grab them because I think there's only one sun, so I'm just going to quickly grab them. If there's one sun, it's just easier. Oh no, there's more than one sun. There's not three, is there? Yeah. Well, we've got two together, so nil desperandum. Wait. There we go. Oh, red planet. I like the red planets. B13, okay. It's Class M as well. Actually, I might knock Class M's off. Because I'm not a big fan of Class M's. Way too cold for anything special, so. They are, yeah. That's how I found that 18 million one, because I think there were 4 high metal content terraformables. Then there was 2 water worlds which were terraformable, and then there was an Earth-like world, which I think Earth-likes are automatically terraformable, aren't they? Along with ammonias. It was ridiculous. But yeah, and I mapped them. But that was. If this is another M class, I'm gonna knock them off. K. Alright, let me go in and knock M stars off. I'll take Ks, but Ks are generally full of crap as well. But I'll definitely no, yeah, I'll take non-sequence stars off as well. I don't need non-sequence stars, so it hasn't really added anything too much to the jump. So a K star we've got coming up next. And just Azar, you just have to go so far to map something. It's a pain in the arse. Oh no, of course ammonia worlds wouldn't be terraformable, would they? But it treats them like an Earth world. That's kind of what I meant, I think. He says. Right. What time are we on? 6. "19 bodies actually isn't a bad number. I'd prefer 25, and with a K-star, you know there's going to be a load of shite in here if it's the main sequence star." Whoa, hang on. I knew this fucking game had proved me wrong. It's 2 water worlds by the looks of it. I do not believe it. I don't believe it. Oh, I'm gonna have to fly further away, aren't I, to hit this? It's gonna let me. What we on? Distance 657. That might be actually terraformable. I can't believe this game's proving me wrong on the first bloody. Why is tangents online again? 2519. Maybe. Can't believe I've hit 2 bloody. It's been discovered, but it hasn't been mapped, which is good. Oh, it's not even that far from the bubble, is it? And with it being a K-star. Bugger off, Beldracker. You've come here and you've proved me wrong in 5 minutes. No, but I know what you'll see when you see the other stream. You'll see what I was looking for and what I was aiming at. These are probably hand-created systems by the looks of it. Terraformable. That's not terraformable. So there's one terraformable. There's one terraformer. We'll head out. That's the other reason why I don't like Ks, because you drop in on stuff and you're like, oh, 600 light seconds. That'll be terraformable. It's bloody not. Yeah, definitely. I think I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't often paid attention to star mass and stuff, but it's definitely nice. I jumped the system the other night, and Marshall pulled me back, and it was like, that was a good system. That I was totally oblivious to the system I was in, but wow, Cybersex playing as well. There's a few people playing who used to play and then they don't, and now they're playing again. So I'm gonna have to get in contact with those folks and see what they're up to. Especially, who did I just see there? Cybersec. He used to do trips with me at the very, very beginning of my streams. Probably why he hasn't said hello. I'm not going to Beagle Point again with him. It's not happening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tangent used to make content though. Tangent used to make content and I don't know why he stopped. I guess life gets in the way, doesn't it? Boings a derby. Come on, you mother lover. Okay, we got it. We got it. Go to the centre, go to Beagle Point. No, seriously, if you haven't gone to Beagle Point before, I'd make your way out there. If you're not in too much of a rush to cash in, I would definitely go out there. I think it's definitely worth just to say, oh, I've been there, I've done it. Sagittarius A, Beagle Point. I really do wish FDev would make some more stations out there, because I think with the traffic that actually goes out there would be stations in reality. Because there's a huge amount of traffic that goes out there. So... Right, you're going to have to give me a second, folks, because I'm out of beer and I'm out of wine. And that, for me, is an incredibly difficult situation to be in. So, 41's gas giants galore. Right, so just give us a second, people. I'll be back in one moment. Right, I'm having a Rioja from Rioja. Well, I don't think I make it too easy. I think Sagittarius A and Beagle Point are like have an outpost in Beagle Point. No, but I don't think I made the game too easy. It's bloody. If you're doing a neutron highway, you know, it's maybe some people might say it's easier, but when I went to Beagle Point, it was a week-long expedition, and I was using neutrons. Fucking weeks for a game, but you know, it is what it is. Hey, Wraith! What? I don't think you should ask Peldraco. I think you should say, what are you doing on Twitch? Yeah, you could just put a It's nice, that. It's a good one, this one, because I had a glass of it the other day and let it breathe, and then I've corked it again, and now that flavour is so much softer now. So much softer now. Well, I say corked it, I didn't cork it, I put the cork back in. You get what I mean? Right, 19 bodies. I didn't see what star it was. Looks like a G star. Could be a K star, but I think it looks more like a G star, but I'm often wrong. Oh, you do? Oh, I see. You're not him, are you? Are you winding me up? You're not him. If you've got 3 names... Right, okay, let's have a look. Gas giants galore. Okay. Soon as I see gas giants, I lose heart. But I mean, our system has an Earthlight, but you know, our system's a mess up. Same squadron, yeah. What? The Wraith, Beldraco, Star Smasher, Potato Masher Squadron. I see. I see. I'm only joking. Privateers Alliance, I like the name. I like the name.
Fuel scooping.
I don't care what people say. These games, though, even though they were smaller in scale, they were better in the 90s. There was something about gaming in the 90s. Because the graphics weren't great, there was a serious need for your imagination to work to take advantage of games. Some games I played in the 90s were Gankers Alliance. Were don't you be jumping all over me because I'm busy, sweetheart. That's not my girlfriend, that's my cat. Just in case anybody was wondering. What was I going to say? Yeah. Played a couple of games in the 90s. I remember playing a top-down scroller. Kind of set in a Blade Runner type future. Fucking amazing it was. Can't remember its name though. I want to say Blood Source or something like that, but that isn't its name.
Fuel scooping.
And you had to go around, discover little things. You woke up in your apartment, there was something going on, and there was something. The game was great, and there was football-wise. I used to play a game called Player Manager 2, where you kind of had a picture of your stadium, but it was cut out. You could see the training room, and you went in and stuff. And there was a certain thing in the 90s of just casting your, because the graphics were never great. Wow, this is a big sun. We've got alarms going off. I do have, just in case things get too whoopity, I've got heat sinks. And I don't know, there's something about games in the 90s where it was just... Stop scratching and being a dick. I'm busy, you're not getting in. And you only want feeding, that's the only thing. You don't want love, you want feeding. You big fatty. Again, not my girlfriend, Cad.
4, 3, 2.
Have I got any viewers on oh, Wraith. People dropped in earlier, but now they've buggered off, so... I'm not for everyone. I don't think I am. Right.
Fuel scooping.
Okay, so I didn't actually look, but this is a hand-drawn system. It's a hip system, so it's hand-drawn. 9 bodies, probably... Well, actually... Ah, shut up. Wow. I didn't realise how big this was. But it's already been tagged, unfortunately. But that is a big sun. Another one where we're getting hot. Don't know whether... I can synthesize heat sinks, I'm sure of it. But,
Frameshift drive charging.
we're jumping to a K-star. I'm going to have to knock some of these K-stars off. I'm starting to get on my wick now. No, I haven't. You're right. You haven't. You haven't. I haven't. I don't know if that was.
Fuel scooping complete.
Oh no, that's fine. That's fine. You know, I don't mind. You can watch me on Twitch. No problem. It gives me Twitch viewing statistics. I'm not. Someone's still here folding laundry. Is that? Do I pass the time when you're folding laundry? Is that what you're saying? It wouldn't surprise me if it did for some people. This guy's still trolling. I love it. He just waits. He just sits and watches, and then he's like, "Yeah, that's trollable." No, exactly. But that was the point when I was calling her fatty. Oh, she loves me a bit, my cat. Not my girlfriend. Good girl, aren't you? I love you, pussycat. You're beautiful. Everybody else thinks you're a wanker, but I love you. Right, so 11 bodies. So I'm guessing we're going through a hand-drawn kind of area here. The way that the bodies seem to be, it all seems to be a particular amount, and they all seem to crap out. Unless it's just me getting unlucky. Alright, we've got G-Star coming up. G-Star D2. Well, D2. I can't remember which end round it is, but let's see. If it's a crap system, we need a higher D level. If it's a good system, then that's good. Oh, you are? Driving home. No, I won't bother. You can't do Chris Rea in a Yorkshire accent. It doesn't work.
System scan complete.
One body. Fuck. God. So this is the bad D system, and this is a C5. I mean, normally I don't drop into C's, B's, or anything like that. It has to be D minimum, and then it has to be a specific type of D system. So, unfortunately, I hit the wrong one on the head.
4, 3, 2.
I've just had a thing pop up in my feed. Ray Romano, stand-up comedy. Has he been funny since Everybody Loves Raymond? The dad in Everybody Loves Raymond was fantastic. I love dads in comedy shows. They're always the best. Right, we've got 27 bodies, so there's going to be gas giants. It's probably, a C is probably going to have a lot of gas giants, I think. Because they're full of gas and they kind of inflate what it is. Yeah, so we've got a few in there and then bits and bobs. Come on, come on, come on. Let's see. D2, so it's probably going to be crap. F star. But F star are good places for Earth Lights and Water Worlds to drop, so fingers crossed. But D2, I'm not holding out hope. Alright, no problem, Soundo. Have a good night. Enjoy your evening. It's Friday night, so you should be staying up half an hour later, but I understand, don't worry. So wine went to his head. Have a good night, and I'll see you, well, I'll see you the next time I'm streaming. Probably, I'm going to stream a bit this week, but not every day. Can't promise it, but I'll try and stream a little bit. Right, so 8 bodies, but again, I think this is a handwritten region, or a hand-drawn region. Has anybody been following Flight Simulator? I know Obsidian Ant's been making videos on it, because I'm guessing he's going to move. I think he'd be very good at Flight Simulator videos, actually. I think he'll do very well. Hand-drawn systems, well, normally they have HIP or something like this. Stream slacker. So hand-drawn systems normally have like HIP or something, or they have a very, very specific name. But I'm not sure if all of them go by that name, by the name HIP, or whether actually some system names are already in place. I generally think that when you get into an area where, sometimes you'll get into an area where it'll be very small systems, like it'll be 8 planets, 10 planets, 8 planets, 10 planets, and if you're not going in a straight line, you're actually hanging around in that system. I sometimes wonder if they're hand-drawn, but you'll normally know hand-drawns by HIP. So I don't know if there's a HIP. I think I passed a HIP not so long ago, so I don't know. Oh, this is the, where's my past flight? Okay. So, oh craps, this is not going to be easy. No, I can't do it. I was going to show you, I came through a HIP system, and those are handmade because we actually have real data about those systems, so they are, you know, we can say, okay, they have this, they have that, they have the other in it. So, HIP 2 mass. Ah, look, Marshall dropped in. Yeah. So, oh yeah, Flight Sim's gonna be great. It's you know, Obsidian answered something like, I hope it looks as good as they're advertising it as, but I honestly, Microsoft Flight Simulator has never lied. It's not the type of game, it's not the, whoa, that was a bit of a squeaky bum situation. Microsoft never really lied about its games. I think they've got so much, so many resources behind them. I don't think they need to. And I'm going to be honest with you. After Flight Simulator X, I think the only way was up anyway. FS9 was fantastic. FS9 was great. Flight Simulator X was the only option, so everybody upgraded because it was a graphical upgrade. But in comparison to FS9, it was nothing. And to be honest with you, Flight Simulator X destroyed kind of my interest in flight simulators. I used to be very interested with FS9. I think the new game's going to be, they're using a very, very, very different system. They're doing, if I can, some of the things I'm seeing, because like I said, I did a lot of modding. Sorry, I did a lot of modding to my FS9. Didn't do a lot of modding to my FSX, but with FS9 I did quite a lot of modding because it was required if you really wanted to enjoy the game. So loading in AFCADs, which was the kind of the airport data, which or manually editing AFCADs, which I used to do for Teesside Airport, Newcastle Airport, and a military site, RAF Norton, I think it was. So I used to make the AFCADs, and now they've basically said, oh well, we're actually going to put an AFCAD editor in the game, which is fantastic. So I think they know that there's going to be issues when it goes live, but they are putting things into position so that we as players can fix those issues. But they are working on 37,000 hand-drawn or hand-edited airports. I think they're doing a great job with it. And to be honest, if they can deliver a third of what they're offering, or a third of what they're kind of advertising, I'll be way happier than FSX. You know, I don't want a flight simulator where I have to drop £7,000 for. Sorry, I moved it close to me a little bit, but I don't drop a grand on on extra software of other companies. You know, I want to be able to play it out the box. You know, those other companies can create, and I know that Microsoft are supporting them, and that's great, because if people want really superior content, then so be it. The only thing I really want fixing in this flight sim compared to the other one is I just want ATC to work better. The amount of times I was coming into land and the air traffic's chatting too slowly, you couldn't get permission to land sometimes, especially in somewhere like JFK when I had traffic set to 100%. You'd just be spamming the speak key to try and get the ATC to accept you. So I hope they work on that. I think that, you know, you should have a system where player aircraft are override the system, because when it's not working like a real ATC, because it needs to be clear, then you've got to put a system in where you can override it. I mean, if you don't want to override it, then it should have a system in place where you don't. I think they also need an auto land facility. Most Airbus actually carry an auto land facility, but pilots don't really use it, even in the worst conditions. I think it's for absolute emergencies. But I think for some people an auto land facility would be nice, because landing, or at least have a training system in place that helps people learn how to land, because landing for people is the hardest part, even though it's not that difficult. But I think that FSX had this whole thing about teaching you how to do things, but it never really did. FS9, I watched a few videos and really learned how to land, but I still think they need to teach. I'm still not great at landing, but especially in a non-prop aeroplane. Fucking landing a Learjet, I've never done it. I don't think I've successfully ever landed a Learjet. So, hey Sly Fox Mystics, how are you doing? Welcome in. Oh, hang on, we've got an ammonia world and a water world. So a nice break here. So that's the water world there. Unmapped? Unmapped and untagged? I should be covering up the names. But I don't care. It doesn't matter. If somebody wants to steal it, they can steal it. But neither of these have been tagged. That is mental. Mental Oriental. Right, okay, so we're gonna go out and grab these places. If the water world's terraformable, which it is, so it hasn't been tagged or mapped. Wow. There you go. And what star is it? Hang on, let me pull back a little bit. What star is it, this one? It's an F star by the looks of it. No, K star. K? K? Yeah. Right, well, we'll go for it. So yeah, no subscription model. I didn't expect that. I didn't personally expect them to have a subscription model. How many thousand? I'm not actually. I'm really close to the bubble. I wasn't the other day when I decided to go back and re-equip, well, change ship actually, and re-equip it. So I'm in the Clipper now, and forever will be. Clipper? Am I in the Clipper? Yes, Clipper Conda. Clipper. I think I'm in the Clipper. And I've kind of fitted it. I need to go to Colonia and get some extra bits, so I'm on my way to Colonia. I'm not too far. I'm actually not too far out of the bubble. Not too far at all, but why? God damn it, why didn't I find this place before? That's what I want to know. Smexian and yours. Hey, my Clipper's alright, I'll have you know. No, yours is black. No, that came out totally wrong. Oh, I'm going to be in the news. Right, so... Your clipper has. I'm sorry for anybody watching. Your clipper's got the. Oh, I think I've just sent out the things in the wrong way. Your clipper's got the black paintwork, hasn't it? It's not as good as the white paintwork. It's dazzle. Okay, okay. I didn't know there's a dazzle option.
Scanned by 50%.
All right, we're gonna do it. We're gonna get this. This next probe's gonna give us the 5% needed.
Scan complete.
Can I exit? Thank you. It is. It's a beautiful ship. Doesn't fly so well, but it's nice. It's a beautiful ship. So I'll get these. Oh, ammonia and oxygen. This one. Nice to see you, Julie. I love how you just slide in. Topped any badges recently? Knocked off any badges recently, have we? How are you doing, Julie? Are you still playing and doing your thing? Oh, do you know, I might watch this when I'm finished the stream. Ray Roman, I used to love him in everything. Everybody loves Raymond. I really did. I always worry about comedians though, because they go downhill. Apart from George Carlin. George Carlin never went downhill. George Carlin was a fucking rock star until the end. And Bill Burr will be as well. Bill Burr's got... if you don't know who Bill Burr is, go search for some of his stuff on YouTube. The guy's a fucking legend. In fact, actually, I'll where is it? YouTube. I'll post his name so you get it right. There is nobody like Bill Burr at the moment. He's not George Carlin, but he's in the same vein. If you've never seen him, go check him out. Absolute legend of a comedian. I've never smashed a ship into Sagittarius. I've bumped it off. I've bumped off like bumper cars before. Whoa, we're going over the top. Okay. Do the dip of shame. Yep. If you haven't seen Bill Burr, go check him out. Hilarious comedian. And he actually has a TV show, an animated TV show called F is for Family, which I highly recommend. Anybody grew up in the 70s, 80s, go watch F is for Family. It's outstanding. If you didn't, don't watch it because it'll seem stupid, but oh, you like bouncing into Sagittarius? Well, actually, there's wait, shit, we're going too fast. There's a station there now, isn't there? So technically, you can bounce yourself off it as much as you want. You're only going to be, you're not going to have to go all the way back to the bubble. But how are you doing, Sly Fox? By the way, where are you at the moment, Sly Fox? Hang on, we've got 1, 2. Ah, I haven't been counting this properly. I think I can do it in 6. I think I can. Sorry, Cutter. Sorry. Yeah, cuts planets in half. Clipper clips them.
50%.
Sorry, Cutter.
Surface scan complete.
Somebody told me that before. A cutter cuts straight through the planet. A clipper just clips it. Sends it off in the other direction. Which reminds me, I'm not great with the names. I'm better with faces. Right, okay. Those are mapped. Let's move on. This one.
Frameshift drive charging.
We're still in the Inner Irons, but it's a bit... I'm going to be honest with you. I did 16,000 light years.
4, 3, 2.
I wouldn't mind. Once I go there, I might kit the ship out a bit differently and do some stuff, but I don't know, I can do that all that unless... I've got two accounts, so I've got this account that goes out, and then I've got one account that stays in the bubble. The account that stays in the bubble is the one I normally play on, but this one, I will pander to it every now and again and give it some love, so... yeah, a lot of people coming back to the game, it seems, I've noticed. I don't know why, this isn't the best time to come back. But let's not piss on its chips. It's a great game. It wouldn't be great if it wouldn't be a great game if people were coming back to it all the time. I'm sorry, but a Clipper has not got a knob nose like that. Has it? Seriously, does the Clipper have a nose like that? I don't think I've ever bought one. That's why. That's why. No wonder it clips planets with a nose like that. Can't get away from them. Oh, that's an ugly ship. I wouldn't own that. Have I got you in my friends list on this account or the other account? I'll have to say it. Oh, I'm telling you what. Do you think? Do you think? Listen, Julie, don't tell Porkies. Do you think coronavirus has been carried by drones, or are you just playing up? I would trust you if there's a pandemic. Please stick around on Discord, because I think it's been played up a little bit. Hang on, you're not Sly Fox. I can't see you on my list here, but you might be on my other account. You might be on my other account, because some people are on my other account. Because this is the Zoomski account. This isn't. Right, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, I'm gonna slow down. Ah, sorry, Cybersec. Okay. Jeez Louise, senor. Right, I was just, Kalalnan Alcatraz, nice name. Hang on, is that your real name? It can't be your real name. Okay, no, Cybersec. Okay, sorry. So, I was just talking about you like 20 minutes ago. I was saying maybe you haven't said anything because you don't want to go to Sagittarius A again. That was actually what I said. So, if you go back and oh Christ, why do people keep changing their names? You'll have to join up in stream sometime. So where are you at the moment? You're out in the oh dear. No, but seriously, it's not as bad as they're making out, is it, Julie? We've got a ton in Spain now. I blame Italy. It's always Italy. It's always Italy. Any Italian viewers, I'm sorry, but it's always Italy's fault. Because I'm telling you, Julie, if it gets too bad, I'm off to the mountains. I'm grabbing a bottle of whiskey and I'm just going to go sit in the mountains for 3 weeks. It's not difficult. Can survive on very little food. A 1.3% chance of death. Well, it's pretty high. I drink enough alcohol. Apparently alcohol staves it off, so... Well, my biggest fear about the coronavirus is not the actual virus itself. It's about... We live in a capitalist society where money needs to be made every day. If the system isn't working, the system's failing. That is actually... I'm genuinely serious when I say that. That is my biggest fear. Because a pandemic in our society hasn't got time for a pandemic. That is my biggest fear. It's one of the things I've been thinking more about the last few weeks than anything else. I'm like, if shit hits the fan, I'm gonna need some canned food.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, you never know. Hopefully. Watch Archon. You defected. Weren't you protecting the princess forever? Originally. And what was the motivation for the defection? Deflection. Deflection. Line on the left, one cross each. No, I don't, Julie, but it is something... it is something I've been thinking about. 30 cans of meatballs, that's all I'll need. And about 67 bottles of whiskey or something. But no, I haven't. But I'm not somebody who gets swept up in the hype. But I am somebody who thinks that, well, a little bit of preparation never goes amiss. You know? Because it doesn't. I'm not concerned about the coronavirus itself, but I am absolutely concerned about a pandemic, and well, I just think I know what would happen. Since respectful. Oh, ravioli. Do you know, the end of the world might bring about the chance to eat ravioli from a tin once again and relive all my 1980s dreams in one. I could eat ravioli from a tin and watch Stranger Things. Cyberset, you'd actually be really surprised that on my other account I've actually turned into a pretty effective combat pilot. You wouldn't believe it, but on my other account I've been killing a lot of things on my other account. So, you know, you never know when I'm on the other account. You never ever know. By the way, people, I know I keep dicking it out and I know I keep shoving it down your throats, but please be aware that the Division is having a free weekend this weekend. It goes right until March the 2nd. You can download the Division 2 free of charge and play it. And I know some of you a looter shooter game maybe isn't your type of thing, but if you've had any interest in the Division streams that I've been doing recently, feel free to go and download it for free and play over the weekend. I will be online, and I will be playing around with a character, so if anybody wants help leveling up, I'm on Ubisoft, the name Ineffectual Gamer, but it's with one F because I couldn't write it properly. Ineffectual Writer. So feel free to add me on there, or you can inbox me and send me whatever handle you pick. But free of charge, people. A game for free of charge for the whole week, and it is a great game. It really is. So I'm gonna stop plugging it now because Ubisoft don't pay me anything. So I don't. But I genuinely love the game, and I just want to get other people involved if it's interesting enough. So hang on, where is Cyberset? Because I think you're in you're in open play. Okay, ooh, let's get serious about this piracy stuff.
4, 3, 2.
But well, let's see. And if the coronavirus does become a pandemic, I'm gonna put my foot down with government, probably because they'll all be dead. Because my personal opinion is that once the first virologist said that it wasn't from eating bats. Eh? What do you mean? I read both of them, Wraith. I don't get what you're getting at. Can't we tell you pay more attention to YouTube than Twitch? Well, sometimes I do, but I don't I don't get what you mean. It shows up on my. I don't watch YouTube. I watch Restream Chat, and it shows both. Listen, I can't take any more people having a meltdown on me at the moment. Right. Oh, you're just using it as an excuse not to watch anymore on Twitch. You'll come up in YouTube. I don't ignore anybody. Mind you, there was some people on Twitch earlier and then he dropped out. I don't know if it's something to do with the way their message... Maybe the messages get delivered later or something, I don't know. The internets, yeah. The internets.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Shift drive charging.
The FTSE 100 loses 200 billion in worst week for the global financial crisis.
4, 3, 2.
Yep, see. People shitting themselves, trying to cash out before money becomes valueless. Oh, we're gonna die.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Oh, hang on, people. I'm having a problem at the moment. Restream isn't. It's not working properly. Is it working? Is it working? Oh, I don't know. Oh, what's wrong with it? Why? Oh crap! I've fucked up. I've fucked this up. I'm trying to look at something and I've. Okay, there we go. Right. Okay. I think I saw that message, Julie, but now it's bloody disappeared. Crap. Right. Okay. But I saw the message. Yeah. There's something about benefactors dying. Yes. Okay. He would. Look, this bug is a plot to bring me down. I created coronavirus. It's the most superior virus in the world. It's been doing a lot of good deals. Great deals. Been killing lots of Chinese people. Great Chinese people. Hang on, I don't race that. I don't get what are all those names that you posted under. I don't see this on Restream, by the way. What I see on Restream is very different from what I see on Twitch or YouTube. But he said, "Can we tell you pay more attention to YouTube than Twitch?" And then lol, I'm out. And then he's put other commanders' names in there, but I don't know who they are. I don't get it. I'm backward on a lot of this stuff. I don't get it. No, you don't get it, do you? No, I don't get it. Right, how many jumps have I got? Quickly. 7 jumps. It's doable. It's doable. I've been live longer than I wanted to be. Oh, my eyes went wide there because I thought I'd been live a lot longer than I was going to invest in Alzheimer's, but I forgot. I apologize for not investing in Alzheimer's. I apologize thoroughly. Do you mean apologize? No, I would never do that. Whoa, we've got another really big sun here. This is the second one I've come across today. Oh, it's okay. What have we got? Can we drop a heat sink? Heat sink? There we go. Because I don't actually know how solid this is, but it's a pretty big star. For all you star people, I will stop and have a look. Because that is, well, that's immense. Because it's pulling me. It wouldn't let me escape there. So let's have a look what that is. Marshall can wet his whistle on this one. So it's 13.2 solar radius. Well, it's big, but it's not big. But it's big. You can see in relation to the planets. Is Betelgeuse the biggest one in the game? Does anybody know what the biggest one in the game is? Yeah, the biggest one in the game's right. No, I'm only kidding. I would never do that. So, I don't know what the biggest star in the game actually is. By the way, people, if you are enjoying the stream, please drop a like. And if you haven't subscribed already, feel free to subscribe. We've got a few jumps left to this system, and then I'm going to map. So I'm going to map the planets that I've already tagged a long time ago. Mind you, 26 planets, that's not bad. Or 26 bodies, sorry. It's really not that bad, so I'm going to have a look at it. Don't know what you got till it's gone. Ah, gas giants! D5, okay, this is but it's a K star, but well, fingers crossed. I'm not gonna hold out much luck on a K star, but it is D. What was it? D5, D7. It's not bad. All right. Now you've wet my whistle, Julie. Figuratively. Let me have a look. What's it called? A. H. Well, that says HO, but I'm guessing that's the one. Right, I'm gonna tag that. Where is she? She is past Sagittarius, but to be honest with you, there's enough things. I think Marshall. That looks like Marshall map. It's either Marshall or Cybersec who's been mapping them, but somebody's marked them, so I'm gonna go. That is marked out there, so definitely after I will go have a look at that. But if HO is the main sequence star, H7, okay, 233. No, but I would be interested in that. I would be interested in visiting that. That's, and it's, oh no, there's a nebula close by which is good as well. Well, but having said that, God knows what star it is, because, oh wow, yeah, that's big. It's a big star. Okay. Well, I'll definitely go have a look at it. So we've got 4 jumps.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Let's hope on the new version of Elite they'll get the bloody stars with a background in the right way. It will help a little.
4, 3, 2. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Right, so we've got 12 bodies. 12 bodies probably isn't going to be anything, unfortunately.
Drive charging.
So we'll go on to the next one.
4, 3, 2.
Right, so probably after when we arrive in this system, I'm probably gonna, let's see, what are we on?
Fuel scooping.
There's some weird shift on my
Fuel scoop disengaged.
weird thing there, but I'm probably gonna. This is my first. Way I nearly went exit there. This was my first fully mapped system, I think. Sorry, not fully mapped, fully tagged system. 2 jumps, is it? So I thought I would go back and map it. In the future, certain systems I will probably fully map and fully tag at the same time. Just to save the chance of somebody else coming along and grabbing them, but you know. I'm not going to worry too much at the moment.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
I wish I had the Super Cruise Assist now. I thought I didn't need it. Kind of do, but don't need it, but it would be helpful in certain situations. So this is the final jump. I didn't think I was going to do this in this stream, actually. I thought I was going to I didn't think I'd make it because it was quite a lot of jumps, but kind of went a bit back over myself and back towards the bubble. But if I go in a semi-straight line here to the first stop-off point. I mean, I'm going to hit a lot of systems that are unmapped, untagged, and I think that I think in reality it's probably not bad. So, system map. Okay, hang on, this isn't my system, is it? Swifty, 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 Swifty. What was I thinking? Oh, this was in the old days when I was stupid. Swifty, 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 Swifty. Oh. Oh no, Gabriel Sauto got the sun. Oh my good lord, you motherfucker. How did he not see it? Kind of spoilt it now. I have to find my own system somewhere. Oh, you mother lover. That spoilt it. He's nicked me son. Oh. Yeah, I know that was back in the days. I never ever tagged the sun. I used to just look at the map. Oh. Oh. Oh, I should have done that. Oh well. I didn't know. You know, we all make mistakes, children. It happens. It happens. Well, I'm gonna bring an end to the stream tonight on that note, because he nicked me son. So disappointed, heartbroken. But look, it's I know Friday night is not it's not a big night to stream for most people, but it's actually the best, probably the best night when I feel that I'm in the mood to stream, because I've normally had a hard week at work and I'm relaxing with a vino or 6 with whiskey, and I actually enjoy it. But I'm gonna try and stream tomorrow. Don't know exactly what I'm gonna stream tomorrow. Don't know if it'll be Elite Dangerous or something else. But next week I will stream midweek. I've just got a little bit more time, I think. Touch wood. Touch wood, I've got a little bit more time next week, so I'll try and stream midweek. It is a bit sad that the last month I've not been able to stream as much as I would like, and I definitely haven't streamed as much as I usually do, but work life has kind of taken over, so you know, the work life, real life kind of takes over, unfortunately, sometimes. It's not the greatest situation, but it is what it is. So, but the next stream I will probably not be doing the Zoomski expedition. I'll probably go back to my ship in the bubble and continue with some crap, some dredge back in the bubble. But you know, it has to be done. I said I would embrace it, not complain about it. So, but if I'm in the mood, I might come back out to the Zoomski one. We'll have to see. I'll just see how I feel when I come around to doing it. So, if you're around tomorrow on YouTube, do keep an eye out for whatever I'm streaming, whether it be Elite Dangerous or something else. I do try and stream everything ineffectually. I try to do it in an ineffectual way that will effectually entertain you. Isn't that the great way of doing it? Anyway, I'm going to have to say good night. Okay, night. 978707. Can't remember which one it is now.